Konnichiwa, yahoo! Hi everybody! Sorry for the 7-minute long loading screen. I was trying to open a jar of honey for like 5 minutes straight. But I have a concoction drink here. I'm gonna do my best to describe what I'm drinking because I'm very proud of it. I like to make fun little drinks, and I made a little beverage. Hello Michael, privetiki. Privetiki Volges. I'm doing a Gartic Fun stream later, and I'm specifically doing it at like 3 to 4 a.m. because I think the Russians want to play with Gartic Phone. I think it was a Russian who requested that, so hopefully it wasn't just some American who was up late. But yeah, как всем, как дела всем. Okay, I'm trying to paint a picture, okay? I'll be descriptive. I have my goose beer glass. I'll get the gross part out of the way. I put just raw CBD oil in here. The thing I'm trying to make is I'm trying to make like a vitamin, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, painkiller beverage and make it not taste like ass. So I've got my goose beer glass, my ice, my 3 drops of CBD oil, and then I put a couple spoonfuls of raw honey from my local honey beekeeper guy. And I have some ginger beer in a glass bottle. ASMR. It looks very medicinal. It's in like one of those super old-fashioned... Actually, I'll just look up a picture so you guys can envision it better. But I got cereal. What kind? Fruity Pebble? I'm gonna look up the brand so you guys can envision this better. Bundaberg ginger beer. And it's not real beer. It's just like ginger soda. I mean, I think. Yeah, I think it's just soda. Like root beer. So, I'll put a picture up. Out of Fruity Pebble, I got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Dude, I've wanted Cinnamon Toast Crunch for like years and years and years. I think I used to try and buy it at Trader Joe's because the Trader Joe's one was at least less processed. So if I was gonna get gluten, I would just do that. Where is my image? Here it is. Okay. And I think I just saved this to my pictures. Okay. Here it is. This is my ginger beer, and then I have my CBD oil, my raw honey at the bottom of the can, and I'm gonna open this baby up and pour it over the honey. And I got a banana. Oh, bananas are peak, bro. Oh no, I opened it wrong, I think. Oh, okay. It's fine. This is very spicy. Pouring ASMR. Glug, 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 glug. And my goal is to make some sort of like summer equivalent of like a warm ginger honey tea. Because those are really fun. But they're not fun to drink when it's 90 degrees outside. So I made a little prototype of this last night, and it was great. It was like honey ginger tea, but iced. So I just put a little bit more honey in it this time. Wait, I should hold my mic closer to this thing while I stir it. Little ice cube ASMR. I don't even know if you guys can hear this. I don't even know how this sounds. But anyways, I'm just mixing the honey in with the ginger beer, and that's what I'm gonna be drinking today. I've never seen anyone make this, so... I saw another lady, I follow her on here. She posts little YouTube shorts, and she's like, here's everything I drank today as somebody who drinks a lot of beverages. And I was like, I wonder if I should do that, because that'd be kind of fun, because I feel like I always have kind of like a fun beverage going on. But, I feel like my camera quality is so bad. It wouldn't really... I don't know. I feel like it'd be really scuffed and a little bit too authentic, because my lighting is really bad. Throughout my whole house. My whole house is really dark. So blasted, oh hell yeah. I'm trying to be a good girl and not get high today. I make it sound like I'm a fucking druggie. I did put CBD oil in here, but that's not gonna get me high. Probably not. It might make me sleepy. You guys hear the ice? Is this good for you? Oh my gosh. When I was at my local pub, I was watching the Mexico versus England game. Or no, Mexico versus... What was it? Mexico versus... Who did they verse a couple weeks ago? I don't know. It was like Mexico versus like South Korea or something. And so the whole pub was full of like Mexicans and all that. It was fantastic. Ireland-Mexican collab. And the bartender ran out of ice because it was fucking swamped in there. And then she just started screaming, ice! Ice! And everyone was like, wait, don't say that! Whoa, whoa, whoa! And the whole bar laughed. The bartenders are cool there because they'll just, if it's like full, they'll be like, hey you, do you want a free drink? Go take out the trash for me. Ginger, do you have ideas of my sushi? Oh, I love ginger. I have some candy. You know, wait. I have some candy ginger that I bought impulsively for teas. So should I plop one of those in here too and start ginger maxing? I don't know, because there's already honey in here. I don't know. Alright. Taste test. I've stirred in the honey with this. Oh my goodness, bro. That's heavenly, dude. That's fantabulous. That's just like honey ginger soda. I think I've done it, bro. I've made the most medicinal drink ever. I'm gonna put this in my little personal cookbook. Because my goal when I'm an old woman is to be that cool granny that has all sorts of little recipes. Because I'll tell you what, my grandkids are going to have core memories of me making them fun little treats. They're gonna. I'll be damned. God so help me, my grandkids are going to have all sorts of weird memories of little concoctions I've made them. And they're gonna be thinking about it when they're old. In the year of 2083. I'm gonna write this down because it tastes good. I might have put too much honey in here. Because I put some extra because I have some ginger beer left over. So I was gonna top it off with the ginger beer so that there'd be more honey left at the bottom, but... This is peak, bro. This is better than what I made last night. Alrighty. Привет снова, принцесса Клубничка. А, да, это я. Приветики. Как у тебя дела? Tea. Ginger tea is yummy. I love candied ginger as well. Как дела? Красавица. Красавица. Я нормально. Nормально. Wait. I know how to say now. I wrote it down in my notebook. Is it сейчас? I hear scary noises outside. Like thuds. Yeah. Нормально. No. Сейчас хорошо. Delishki, not delaki. Ah, delishki. Delishki. Okay, I put my notebook down. I'm so excited. It's car chase day. Oh, sorry about not streaming this morning. I mean, I didn't wake up that long ago anyways, but it might as well be morning time for me. But I got home at like 1 AM last night because I was invited last minute to a family party event thing, and I thought I would be able to go there and come back super fast, but then they got all this food out, and I was like, oh geez. And I was like, while I'm here, I might as well visit my grandparents. So I did that. And then I got home at like 1. And then I also had to wash my hair urgently because I swam in the pool and my hair dried out super fast and I didn't want it to fall out. And it was also over to be washed anyway. And then I just took a bath with a bunch of Epsom salt to soothe my aching body. And then I was very sleepy when I was done. And my ears have been hurting, probably because I shoved a needle through them, but they're a little sore right now. Oh my goodness, this might be the best drink of all time. Ah! Spilling shit. Alright. Let me put my mic back over here. Poggers. Hello, Hedgehog 2099. Where are the other 2098 of you? Get them in here. Thank you, Hedgehog. I hope you're having a good day. Did you guys see that Lucy Goose posted nail art inspired by me? I was giggling so hard when I saw that. I was a giggly girl. Giggly Gertrude. That's me. Alright. Hello! Oh, you're on Twitch. You're trapped over there all by yourself. All on your lonesome. I'm sure Asking will be here soon. Mia, hello, Colossus Rex. Hello, Clog. Okay. I forgot what I was going to do. Let me get this bitch-ass picture off the screen. I'll just keep it up for context. If anybody asks what I'm drinking. Why did it like inshitify when I scrunched it like that? Does it look that bad for you guys or just me? Wait. My kanji is so rough. Is this not Genki or Kibun? Hold on. Let me write this kanji. That's so easy, bro. I've gotten so rusty. I study so hard every day. I did a shit ton of Russian study today though. That's probably why I can say now in Russian and I can't read basic kanji. Oh my god, 2023 Ichigo mogs me very hard. Chotto matte, chotto matte. Kibun. It is Kibun, I read it right. I was just second guessing myself. No more second guessing. Oh my god, there's this pop-up keeps popping up in front of the chat. I keep oh my god, it won't go away. Oh. Okay. It's gone. I would get rid of it and it would pop up immediately. Alright, 1 second. Oh shit, I got the kanji mixed up for another one. 1 second. I'll get it. Don't you worry. Okay, I read it right. I second guessed myself a second time. De, Kibon wa dou? Kawaii. Kawaii ko-chan. Kawaii ko-chan. Kawaii ko-chan. Watashi? Atashi. I said Atashi in class once, and my sensei gaslit me in front of the whole class and made it seem like that's a word that doesn't exist. Chicken jockey. So good. I'm just checking your Japanese skills. After all, you said you'd be starting at university soon. Yeah, I am being quizzed on Nihongo and Ruski. Fear not, bro. I did 190 Japanese flashcards in the 10 minutes before the stream started. Ironically, that's not why the stream was late, though. It's just because I couldn't open my honey jar. No spasiba. I keep up on my flashcards. It is brutal, I try to... sometimes I don't let myself stream until I finish my flashcards every day. And I do well over 200 flashcards a day, and then I do my writing practice. I do sentences and words in Russian and Japanese. Hello, Lemonizer. I'm so oily today. I don't know what I was thinking. I put fucking cocoa butter all over myself earlier today. I was trying to black girl max, and I don't know how they do it, bro. Cause the oil is still on my face. I washed it off with a cleanser, and my face is still oily. But I will find a car chase. I was for a second I was like, is there a difference between a car chase and a police chase? But no, I don't think so. Yosha. So you used to live in Japan while learning Japanese at the same time. Yeah, I guess I was studying it formally, but I was kind of like, I don't know, I was pretty good at it when I lived there. Like, I didn't second guess myself when reading kanji back then. Unless it was like genuinely something I'd never seen before. But I've been trying to like review everything I knew. Can you rate your proficiency in Russian and Japanese on a scale of 100? Yeah, on a scale of 100. Oh, I was on a scale of 10. I would say my Japanese is between N4 and N3, which N5 being newbie or basic conversational, and N1 being fluent. I would say I'm N4 and N3, which I could like work a job in Japanese. I did my interview in Japanese. I spoke Japanese all day every day. I could go pay my bills in Japanese. I had like, I wrote essays in Japanese about all sorts of topics, about 9/11 of course, about America, all this stuff. I talked with my friends in Japanese. I thought when I wanted to learn how to cook something, I would just look up a Japanese recipe. So it was like I could live in Japanese, it was fine. I didn't really have to use my dictionary really at all the last 6 months I lived there, unless it was for a new word that I was learning at school. My Russian is probably like less than N5 right now, because I can say my name, I can't say my age, I can barely say my major. I can put together little words that are like extremely niche and specific, like, I don't know, you know, like I know the word for babushka, отец, родители, dedushka, things like that, but I don't know the, well, I know the word for sister, sestra, brat, but I don't know the word for cousin. I don't know exactly how to say I live in this place, or my hobby is. Rasengan, Bankai, Ryoiki Tenkai, Oni-chan, Ramen. Don't forget the hentai. Don't forget that. But yeah, my goal is for my Russian to be as good as my Japanese eventually. You should, bro. It's good for you. I'm gonna move you guys around. Like that. What did I just grab, bro? I don't know, there was something I just grabbed and dragged off the screen on accident. Alrighty. Let's get ready to rumble. Actually. Oh guys, I have news, okay? Last time we watched the car chases, I said this guy sounds familiar, and then said, oh my gosh, it's Stu. It's the car chase guy that I used to like a lot, because I used to watch his car chases specifically because I thought his commentary was so funny. Because he calls the police black and whites and orcas, a sea of orcas. Well, guess what, guys? Stu followed me back on Instagram. Would you guys believe that? The Stu from LA's helicopter police chase team. He's following me Ichigo Okimia, not to flex, guys. Let me stay humble. No, I said this in past tense last time. I said he followed one of my old accounts from years ago. And now he's following me, the VTuber. Stu Mendel. Stu Mendel from Skyfox. Hashtag Skysnitch. That's what he calls himself. I sound like a grifter. I just wanted to brag. I really did, because I think he's so cool. Yeah, he's following me. He's one of my 100 followers on Instagram. He replied to my DM. I said, hey, me and my chat watched you on live. We loved you. And he said, oh my gosh, that makes me so happy to hear. You are my greatest fan. That's what he said. I don't know if he could sense the energy and if he could recognize me as that teenage girl from long ago. But he's following me now. Yes, he is. Flexing on us a little. You say, Shla Sasha Pojoshe I Sosala Shushku. Da? Technically, there's no word for cousin in Russian. People just say Dvoro Dvoyu Rodny brat or sister. Yeah, secondary, we learned that in class. I think the CBD oil does have an effect on me. I think it does. I think I spoke too soon. Cause oh boy. CBD doesn't get you high though, does it? Cause I didn't measure that shit. I just put that shit in there all willy-nilly. Does CBD get you high? No, CBD does not get you high. Okay, good. It just relaxes you and relieves pain. Perfect. You know one thing? While I'm sitting in this giant pink void, I'll share. No, not CBT. CBD. I get it confused too. And CB, what's that one? CB, like the one that like the fucking methods that therapists use were like, have you ever tried CB something? Twirodnia means your siblings. Twirodnia. Did I do better reading the Cyrillic than the like, I don't know, Russian Romaji. I don't know the word for it. Roman letters? I didn't learn to speak Russian from Roman letters at all. Anyways, my morally neutral or emotionally neutral thing I'll share is that I'm always kind of waiting for like some sort of diagnosis where it can be like fixed with medicine and it's like a eureka moment and they're like, oh my gosh, that's what she has. Well, let's just put her on this medicine or do this and fix it. And I always expect to like have this like after this like sudden feeling of like relief that I didn't know I was, I don't know, what's the word? Relief from a feeling that I didn't know was a feeling that most people don't have, I guess. And when they told me that I have a hole in my heart a couple months ago, I was kind of like that. I feel like that's what I was wanting, right? Because I saw other people who have it saying when they got it plugged, they couldn't believe how it felt to operate their life with the hole plugged. And I was like, well, that sounds like it's right up my alley, bro. That's exactly what I fantasized about. But they're not gonna plug the hole, so I'm still kind of waiting for that. So whenever like the CBD hits me and I'm like, oh wow, I feel weird, but like the weirdness is just like general lack of aching and pain. I'm like, wow, people really live like this, bro. It's crazy. You know what? I used to really hate my voice. I really did, but I kind of feel like I have a pretty cool voice. I'm not gonna hate it anymore. Or not hate it. I wasn't one of those people that was like, oh my god, I can't fucking stand hearing my own voice, but I was just kind of I was like, if I had the choice between listening to it and not, I would choose to not listen to it. But I'm kind of like a bruh girl. I'm kind of like a bruh meme dank meme bruh band girl. No, that's not what I meant. Police chase. You know what? Let's watch Sky Fox LA. Let's see if we can find Stu. We the Stew crew. That's us. Thank you, Hyper. Arigato. Arigato. Jesus Christ. I didn't like how that sounded. Alrighty. Car chase time. You know what, to be fair, that CBD was expired too. So the weird feelings might just be from expired CBD. Arigato. Gozaimasu. Gozaimasu. Hello, Ichigo, Okimia. Hello, Baba, Tom B38. How are you? I'm sorry for keeping you guys waiting for 33 minutes. I'll fucking stop talking. The bitch stops talking at 33.30 minutes and seconds. Okay. Actually, let me crop this so I can make it all nice and pretty for you guys. Do people actually use WhatsApp? Drag this. How do I want this to be? Put this here, and then just crop that, and then we'll see how this goes. Alright, we'll get rid of the BGM. Wherever it is. Hello? Oh, there is no BGM, my bad. Let me, there you go. Remember my friend would... No, don't call yourself that! Remember my friend would always show me car crash rules in school before her instructor showed up. At driving school? I don't know, autistics just love car crashes though. Another tongue twist. Corabli. Yavito volley da Nyaviro Lavili. Did I read that right? Alrighty. My Anki is still open. What should we watch first? I'm looking for Stew. This one's heavily armed. That sounds exciting. DUI. I want some shit that, like, explodes, right? Into the ship's tacked intact but failed to tack their way out. Ships. I get so scared of, like, giant boats. I can't believe people... Oh my goodness! Officer shot, motorcycle chase? Oh my gosh! Motorcyclists be like, hey, you want to see a trick? And then explode instantly into a ball of flames and debris.
If we're live somewhere, let me fill you guys in what's going on.
Is this Stu? Is this Stu?
We are in...
I should know Stu's name by now. Where's Stu? Where's Stu? Stu. Is this like gonna spoil us for what happens? I don't want spoilers. Officer down. Let's see. I'm waiting for this chat to, like, shrink away. I guess not. What is this section? What is this? The black square? Hello? I clicked the refresh button twice. Oh my god. Nothing's working.
We're live somewhere. Let me fill you guys in what's going on. This motorcycle. We are in the...
There.
We're still in the Rancho Cucamonga area.
Right.
We're on the 210 freeway. We were over by Victoria Gardens. I don't have the exact address. Actually, I do have the exact address because I thought it was fake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Hollyhock Drive. deputy
Actually, I do have the exact address because I thought it was fake.
But there was a huge standoff happening in that area. You know, they locked it down. They were looking for that suspect, and then this guy, apparently the suspect, bails out of that condominium area, and it was on. And
oh, I love seeing bikes go fast. Actually, I don't. It scares the shit out of me when they post those reels on their POV. I'm like, Jesus, but I saw the twinkiest little bike rider yesterday.
But that is a huge mall out here in the Rancho Cucamonga area. Now you can see, I brought up the speeds almost immediately.
I get to sip my yummy medicinal juice.
This vehicle actually getting into the 160s for a while there. I don't know, somebody trying to interrupt me? Are we going live?
Should I speed up like I used to?
Anyways.
Do that.
I wish the IFB was
see all the time they must be on Adderall. Fucking adrenaline junkies, they just can't feel anything.
But we're going to keep an eye on this pursuit. We're doing this for the internet right now. This vehicle, that is a person, apparently started as some sort of
holy shit, bro.
Something at the mall. Again, not confirmed. Then some
I would be so scared. It's like you hit a piece of debris and then you just become a skin crayon.
Of Rancho Cucamonga Police Department was shot. There was a huge barricade going on. Then this vehicle tears out of there. Maybe the suspect, maybe a distraction.
Shot a police officer?
You can see it right now, those speeds.
He's hauling ass, bro.
Real. 140 miles an hour. We've seen it.
Can the helicopter even keep up with that?
Definitely keeping up with them. But as far as the ground units, they're going to be backing off. The helicopter's staying with it. This continuing. This is westbound on the 210
freeway. Hit a pebble now, you're in circles. You're fucking lively.
Like this, I got to tell you, every muscle in my body is tense.
And he's about to become a fucking red mist explosion if he makes a wrong turn.
A devastating end for that rider. And of course, don't want to see it. Don't want to be part of it. This suspect apparently running like he's running for his life.
There was one time, I don't know how this was on YouTube, but I was watching like a police chase, and then the guy got out and he had a gun, like he was in a gunfight with the police, and he got out of the vehicle and had the gun in his hand, and the guy reporting, like giving commentary, like Stu is here, I think this is Stu, started saying, pan away, cut the cameras, because he thought they were about to get in like a shootout, and because it was live, he didn't want any, like, you know, blood and gore on the screen. And then the guy like aimed it at his head, and then he was just like, cut the cameras, and nobody was cutting the cameras, so the guy just like blew his brains out on live, and then we just like clipped away. And the guy was like, I'm sorry, I tried to tell him to cut the cameras before everyone had to see that happen, but it wasn't like a live leak video, oddly enough, because I saw this when I was like younger. It, oddly enough, almost didn't look real, like there wasn't any blood. It was just kind of like, he just kind of like fell over, like it didn't look like there was an actual bullet that went off. I don't know if that makes sense. So it wasn't like fucking red explosion everywhere. But I haven't been able to find any evidence of, like, anytime I try to look that up, it's like, oh my goodness. I forgot we were watching a car chase for a second. I was like, what is that guy doing?
That's what I said.
Oh my goodness, he's hauling ass. A documentary?
5 seconds. Hopefully he comes out of the trees. There he is.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know. It was like bro knew he was on TV and had to keep it family friendly or something.
Look at a pursuit out here. You can
no blood allowed.
Let me give you some more information about where we are. Now we were headed westbound. I mean eastbound. No, we were headed westbound. There we go. It just corrected itself. We were headed westbound on that 210 freeway out of the Rancho Cucamonga area, chasing this motorcycle.
I'm so proud of this soda, bro.
Well, working. Again, I would venture to say it is correct. Is it correct? We're still working on all the information. Skyfox, we were in the Rancho Cucamonga area, right by Victoria.
I mean, duh.
Where there was a deputy involved.
Oh, I thought that was another bike. Why can't the deputy keep up, bruh?
There's a huge presence out there. Law enforcement. They got the
bro, it's hauling ass.
While we were there, This vehicle came out of that condominium complex, and the pursuit was on.
Cats
Now,
are
is this
running
that
up
shooting
and down the halls
suspect?
like crazy
Is this a
right now.
distraction?
Aki is
can't
sleeping
fill in
right
those
now, I
blanks. I'm
think.
going to let the viewers kind of put those pieces together on their own. What I can tell you, though, is fact is that motorcycle almost immediately getting out of that condominium complex was running against traffic up Zaytri Road up to the 210 freeway, got onto the 210
What's a
freeway, and at one
condominium?
point this motorcycle was over.
I think I used to know that word. It was like a word I knew when I was younger in the fucking Y2K era, and I just forgot about it.
I can guarantee you that. The San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, they had a helicopter in the air. That one was following
Not to
along
pay
with
attention, I was looking for
Skybox. And on the ground, a number of units were chasing this vehicle as well. Even some of those California Highway Patrol
I hope you
cars
sleep well,
were keeping
Colossosaurus.
up with this vehicle on the freeway. Take a look at that. Those maneuvers, Sandy, I do not want to see anybody lose their life on television.
Oh, look at him. Oh my gosh.
I have to show it. We got to stay tight. We got to do our job. But I am not joking when I
that
tell
police
you
officer in his little buggy. It looks so geeky.
That motorcycle starts wobbling, gets so close to a lot of these cars. Anything unpredictable happens in front of that motorcycle. I don't want to see that outcome. Yeah, for a moment there, you saw the California Highway Patrol. That's one of their motorcycles.
See, actually going 130, it does not look that fast, unless everyone else on the highway is like going 90.
Driver makes the right decisions. As it stands right now, look at those numbers. We're just coming out of the triple digits, and it does seem like he's slowing down. Hopefully it's going to come to an end.
What the hell was that? How? Oh, they slowed down. I see it. They weren't going that fast.
Where a deputy was shot.
What was that?
Yes, law enforcement, they are going
he came up like right next to him. Did they talk to each other?
Non-practical ways to bring it to an end, but take a look at that, Sandy. Just
it's in Ontario. I think this is in Ontario, California. I'm pretty sure. This is in LA.
Yep. Yes, definitely. And was the motorcycle officer maybe trying to get up close to the suspect to bring that suspect down? Maybe. This is one of those ones where it is just one of the. We just watch it.
Did I just see a police officer there that he just drove right by?
Especially not on our cameras. You can see this rider.
How is he taking his hands off the wheel, bro?
With the way they
what the hell?
Motorcycle, but that doesn't mean that.
Bro's driving with no hands.
Whoa! That's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Oh my god.
Yes.
He had no fucking hands on the wheel.
That suspect, he's still moving.
What a dumbass.
Definitely going to take him into custody.
Gonna handcuff the body.
On top of him once he was on the ground. Now I have to
Do we get a replay?
He got a number of officers.
He didn't have his hands on the wheel.
I can guarantee you they're going to stop the freeway, but they're also
oh
going to
my
start calling for paramedics. They're already calling for paramedics. And again,
Bro stopped the entire highway.
Question, but,
what the hell did he think was going to happen, dude? Yeah, let me just go 140 on the freeway with no hands on either side of the bike.
But what a crazy crash that was.
Handcuff the body. That was like the best possible scenario. Considering he didn't get fucking ran over and spat out the back of the vehicle. Little bacon shreds. That was pretty good, right? What the hell is this, like, debris dispersing here? Look at this. Why is it like an equal circle, like a fucking tribute sacrifice of the bike? These people, can these people just fucking get around, bro? Why do we gotta stop the entire highway?
Yes.
His fucking helmets and shoes flew off. He lost his whole inventory. Is he fucking alive? I think.
Sandy? Sandra, we're getting confirmation that that is the suspect. We've got confirmation from our assignment desk that that is the suspect that it was wanted for. That what started as some sort of burglary at Victoria Gardens, then turned into a deputy-involved shooting blocks away from that mall.
Did he kill an officer or did he shoot one?
See that there was a crazy pursuit on that 210 freeway, ending in that tragic crash out there. Now,
tragic. That was a pretty good ending, bro.
I don't want to get too gory because I know we are still live.
Too
but
gory.
There are actual paramedics down there that work for the sheriff's department that are
lost his inventory, bro.
To that suspect after they did take him into custody. My question is, for you and maybe some of the viewers,
it blurs it when I look away from the tab.
Basically bumped into the side of a civilian's vehicle. And I just don't know where that
bump into the side is an interesting way to word that.
We all saw it live.
Oh no, nobody's allowed to go past the entire highway. There's 3 lanes open and the entire highway has to come to a stop.
For some reason while he was on the freeway.
So efficient.
To a crashing end. That suspect now in custody. This is going to be on that eastbound 210 freeway. We're going to be in the Rancho Cucamonga upland area. Excuse me, we're in the upland area right now. You can see all lanes are stopped. They may be like this for some time.
What the hell,
there might
bro?
be some traffic issues. You can see some of the first responders.
All right.
The fire
oh wait,
department
were they keeping it? Were they keeping it closed so that the paramedic could get here faster by hauling ass, like down the wrong way? That's smart as fuck, actually.
Hopefully they do.
Are they gonna let everyone through now?
What a wild and unfortunate ending to what's been going on out here in the Rancho.
Probably not, actually. Because he's like backing up all weird. Well, I just want you all to know, if you're ever running late to your job and maybe you've been late once or twice prior and your boss is pissed at you, and this happens, and you're like, hey, sorry I was late, this happened, they might just be like, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I know it's not your fault, but I have to let you go. You've been late too many times. That'll happen, bro. My god. Are we gonna get a replay of what happened? Can we get a replay? I was yelling at him for not having his hands on his bike.
You can see this rider clearly is very comfortable with the way.
Is he comfortable?
That motorcycle, but that doesn't mean.
Is he? Why is he not looking at anything?
Like that's exactly what I was talking about. That's
exactly can we get a? Hold on, I'll slow-mo replay that shit for you guys. All right, we can slow this shit down all the way.
They're handling that motorcycle,
let's see.
But that doesn't mean that this is any kind of safe.
Did he get ran over?
Looks like he's that's exactly.
Oh no, he just kind of. That was a pretty good crash for a biker, bro. Most of them don't survive that shit.
Out later on, I can tell you that. Fire department, you can see that's the first one arriving right there. They probably definitely have paramedics.
Oh my god, this does not need to take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes.
Suspect, meaning are they going to put this
and 2
on
shoulders.
Or is it going to be something else? But as far as that,
they're all just looking at the bike.
Definitely. A day at work where we watch anybody cover from Earth.
Interesting. Well, that was fun, right? That was cool. That was a good start to the day. This one we watched. That's pretty. Stolen minivan. Is this the one that we watched? I don't know. What should we do? Deadly crash? 1 dead? Sure, bro. Let's watch it.
And I'm Laura Diaz. Thanks for joining us. Bringing Hollywood
we have to wait for this box to go away.
Teaming up to tackle runaway production.
What's their plan to keep filming?
Oh wait, this is just the news, bro. Clickbait. Good night. I hope your grilled cheese is yummy. Sounds good. I just had pizza today. Single pizza slice. Let's do, maybe this one? Heavily armed? Sounds pretty good.
Other vehicles on the roadway, you can see some of those speeds out there. This is early morning, and this is not the time to be driving that fast. A lot of folks out here dealing with a lot of traffic, not expecting somebody to be coming up on you at 50, maybe 60 miles an hour. Coming back up onto Van Nuys Boulevard, making that turn, heading over to the south. But again, as far as LAPD is concerned, they are nearby. They are not directly behind him, because just think about it. If you had this vehicle driving at these high speeds, and then you had other officers trying to keep up, and then also concerned about public safety, it would be almost a disaster. So right now, though, the helicopter calling it out.
60? Maybe 70? Why was there just a fucking dumpster in the road?
Down. But this is the second time that we've seen him make this turn right here. He's going to come up. I believe this is a
that guy on the crosswalk thought he was about to die, bro. Look at him, bro.
To take this person down.
He like stops walking because he thinks he's about to plow through that shit.
He's going to come up. I believe this is a T intersection. So he's coming back over here to Vesper, and this is basically the same area. He's just driving around in circles, heavily armed, so very dangerous. And the driving techniques, also extremely dangerous.
My gosh, that car moved out of the way for him. Yeah, if I saw this shit, I'd be like, oh wow, let me call the police, because the police are clearly unaware of this person since they're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, he's getting air. He's over those speed bumps and then through some of these intersections. That little car definitely got a little bit of air right there. You know, and
yeah, he's flying over those speed bumps, bro. That shit feels awful to go over.
Disaster, it could be a real problem.
At all, let alone at the speed.
Collide with anybody or another vehicle. That is my biggest fear right now. This person being armed and clearly not in the best. That's what the officers are.
Oh, I had some ginger beer left after all. I thought it was all out.
60 miles an hour this morning on Kester. If you know this area, you know.
We're just going in circles, bro.
Very, very busy, especially at this time of the morning.
God, this is so ugly, dude. Just strode sprawl. It's all gray.
Gotta do a commercial. Somebody's got to pay the bills. Anyways.
He was giggling.
We need every penny counts.
This is Stu.
We ain't cheap.
I love Stu.
Anyways, if we're still up on YouTube, I'll wrap with y'all for a few minutes, right? Look, this is one of those deals where LAPD, they've just got to back off.
They're on a commercial break right now, so he's talking to the chat. Stu.
That is not the case at all. The PD helicopter.
Angel, the guy talking right now, follows me on Instagram. You can go see him, bro.
And we are between two
Stu.
airspaces, believe me, we're not up here alone. So he's working.
How are you, Angel?
Shots that he can and keeping us safe, and then separation from all the other aircraft on the ground, the helicopters, you know. And that was the thing too, I don't want to lose it, but there were just people standing out there like basically watching this, because he really is making,
dude, he's gone in circles.
Racetracks by
yeah, this guy, this reporter, he follows me on Instagram. His name's Stu Mandel.
Boulevard, and then all these little side streets. Where he's going, what he's doing. Come on, how would I possibly know that? I don't even think that dude knows.
He's always been like my favorite reporter because he's so funny. And he followed me back.
Again, anybody who's just driving out there today, they're not expecting this. Look at that. You've got all these people, so they know.
To be fair, why are those people just standing out in the road anyway? What the hell is happening? This guy is not the worst driver here, because there's these people, this fucking car is just here for some reason. And then up here, there's just another car just like in the road right here, reversing.
I couldn't even venture to guess, but right now though,
it is. It's the blacks and whites guy.
Almost every intersection has people that are expecting it. There you go, LAPD re-engaging right down there. You've got a number of the black and whites behind him. When they can, I'm sure they will, and have those lights and sirens. Okay, copy all. Guys and gals on YouTube, just
that track was gutted, bro.
Fox. If you guys are local, turn on channel 11. Okay. Copy all. Right by Van Nuys.
He was talking with the YouTube chat because he was talking like he was on the news, and then he started giggling a couple minutes ago and said, what? Oh, they're doing commercials. I guess somebody's got to pay the bills. And then he started talking casually with his YouTube chat, and then he said, oh, wait, I gotta go back to the news now. Turn on channel 11. Because he can't talk like how he talks with YouTube on the news. So we get to see a secret side of him here. And he gets giggly with his chat. He loves talking to his chat. But that's what that was. It was cute.
Oh, I could have been talking some more. Hey, we're still following this pursuit in the Van Nuys area, going right by Van Nuys High School, my alma mater. But now the LAPD is actually behind this vehicle as well.
Did he just throw in my alma mater? Is that the high school that he went to?
We're doing a lot of maneuvering and trying to get you those best shots, especially on some of these.
This dude's kind of hauling ass, bro.
And that's going to be on. That's a little tiny road. Now he's going to be coming back up on Kester. That's going to be a light hitting those speed bumps and getting just a little bit of air. He's kind of really moving quick. I know.
You know another thing, which is probably like a fucking dumb moment, but like, he's like in the suburbs. Like, a lot of these take place in the suburbs. And you know, like, kids just kind of be riding into the street or running into the street in the suburbs. So he's gotta be okay with just fucking, like, hitting a child and watching their body fly over his windshield and tumble in the rearview mirror as he drives away at 60 miles per hour. Possibly get ran over by the police behind him. You know? There's quite a mental lock-in state you gotta be in to go on a car chase like this.
Sorry, not Kester, Van Owen. And again, those speeds, they continue to pick up.
Or not even car chase, to play tag with the police, I guess.
Warn the public and keep anybody in the area alerted of what's happening.
Okay,
now we're on Kester Boulevard.
so he wanted to turn here last time, but that car was backing out, so he had to go in a circle.
Stayed in the same neighborhood the entire time this has been going on. These high speeds, I'm sure they're getting a lot of attention. We've actually seen a lot of folks at intersections that kind of are expecting the vehicle to come back around.
Strawberry milk's good, bro. I haven't had strawberry milk in forever.
I think we were here earlier.
I think the last time I had strawberry milk was in Japan, when I was still a teenager.
Very recklessly also apparently is armed and dangerous, and that information I'm working to figure out exactly how this has all come together, but apparently
Trump threatens 100% tariffs on Russia.
I think this one is a
the
dead
hell?
or no outlet. Or not. It's just a T intersection, somebody's saying. So
no,
those
noise.
This vehicle continues to move around the area out here. Van Nuys is where we are. We have not left the Van Nuys proper area. Side streets, major intersections, all of it. We have been basically touring the area. That vehicle continues to drive at high speeds, very dangerous for the public.
I never liked strawberry milk because it was too sweet. That was in like elementary, so I don't know if I think like that anymore.
But at any rate, making his move right there once again.
Let me know if the volume's too loud or too quiet, but
their biggest concern, that safety of
when I was in kindergarten,
believe it or not, they do care about.
I don't know if you guys were the same, but our kindergartens was like a half day, which I didn't know until like first grade. But you basically had AM and PM kindergarten.
He's just basically making these big blocks
and
neighborhoods and then joining on to these
I think I was PM,
again, though, the vehicle
maybe,
there's the LAPD helicopter. That's
or I might have been AM, but either way, one of those groups got lunch and the other didn't, and I was in the group that didn't get lunch. But what we did get was we had milk time, so we would go to the cafeteria and get a milk to drink, and it was like a snack time. And so my milk of choice was chocolate. There was white chocolate and strawberry. And these were like the same milks that we got throughout the rest of our grade school careers. It was like the same 3 through elementary, middle, and high school. And mine was always like, nobody fucking touched the white milk, but mine was always chocolate. But before that, it was always strawberry because it was pink. And I would kind of go through phases where I would like lock in on the milk for like a couple weeks, the chocolate milk, and then I'd get the ick and I'd try strawberry, and then I'd be like, wow, this is life-changing, and I'd drink the strawberry nonstop. And then I'd get the ick after a few weeks and then try the chocolate milk and I'd be like, wow, this is incredible. And I think one time I started drinking the white milk because I thought it tasted like ink and I liked that. I liked how plasticky it tasted. So I would drink the white milk sometime if I wanted to feel like progressive. And I'd be like, wow, this tastes like ink also. So I felt like a mature lady if I drink the white milk. Oh my gosh.
They just don't know what's going on, and we're just making blocks out.
But yeah, so that mentality just kind of continued all the way through high school of me being like, yummy chocolate, I don't know, this is like my ride or die flavor, and then I'd try the other one, and I'd be like, wow, this is great. I finished my soda. It was pretty good. Pretty yummy.
Well, you know, they have policies down there, and safety right now is one of LAPD's. That's like top of the list for these guys. A lot of traffic right here. Kind of curious what he's going to try to do. So, you know, officers, to keep up with this person at driving.
Oh my gosh, he's reversing.
You just got to figure.
I didn't even notice. What is he doing?
Cutting through the Rite Aid or whatever that is, right? Walgreens. You know, so. But officers are not going to they're not going to match that energy because they're going to have to keep up and be safe at the same time. When they can, they will. Are they nearby? Most definitely. If this thing comes to an end somehow, officers will instantly appear. I can almost guarantee that.
Instantly?
What the purpose is, my goodness, I just couldn't even begin to figure out or wonder what they're doing. Last time he took this street right here, let's see.
I know, he said officers. Wait, he's actually going in circles. He's doing the same shit.
And we're just making
Dude, this is the third person we've seen that's just like stuck. I guess they were moving out of the way, but like that's like the third car we've seen that's like hanging out in the road like that.
75 miles an hour, residential neighborhood. I hope there's no pets out there. I hope there's no people out there. Coming back up to
I hope there's no kids.
Van Owen, and basically just making these blocks out here. You know, you'd think, well, maybe officers could put the spike strips out or something like that. Not at 70 miles an hour, not with an armed suspect behind the wheel. And again, what if that driver says officers? What if that driver tries to
they can't put the spikes out if he's armed? Isn't this a good reason to use the spikes? Because it's like it's not a real person.
By that dairy right here, this little drive-through dairy off of Kester. You know, we see the people standing out there. We see the cell phones out there. Hopefully nobody tries to get any closer to the vehicle. But again, this chase just continues out here in the Van Nuys area. That vehicle moving along at high speeds. Thank goodness he hasn't hit anybody. But the longer this goes, those odds, they're just going to get higher and higher.
I wonder where he's going. I wonder why he's just staying in the area. Just hauling ass.
Copy.
Oh wait, should I try the subtitles again? Cause last time they broke.
Okay. Well, you know, that's right. And you know, I was wondering exactly what hospital they kept talking about in this area. I just got information, solid information, that is Valley Presbyterian. So apparently it started at Valley Presbyterian Hospital. And whoever this person is,
they got 99-cent stores over there still? I don't believe it.
But that was
Say
the
it ain't
person
so.
that said the driver inside that vehicle, armed and dangerous. Multiple guns is actually the word that they used.
Armed and dangerous.
And so that was the reason why LAPD got behind him or was trying to stop this vehicle. But you can see that erratic driving. And then, of course, you factor in the fact that this person may be armed or probably is armed. And whatever the reasons are, you know, this just makes a very, very dangerous situation for the public. LAPD, they're doing what they can to kind of keep everybody alert about what's going on. And you are correct. These days in these same, we're basically in that same neighborhood. We have not left Van Nuys proper since this pursuit is started, and it just continues on out there. You can see that vehicle.
He's highlighting a major issue with semis and trucks is that they turn slow as fuck. Look at this guy. There's no reason to be turning that slow, bro.
You can see that vehicle making those wide turns.
At all.
He's been very, very lucky with traffic, except for that one time that you mentioned where he actually had to back up to get to a parking lot because it seems like this person is playing this game of.
Oh my gosh, he almost hit that person. That was probably so scary.
Because we have yet to see this vehicle actually stop. It's always moving. It's at high speeds, not
Ain't
so
it?
high speeds, wrong side of the road.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
imagine, it's your loved one. It's driving along on the road.
This
right
is
there
just
on Van Owen, and
normal
all of a
LA
sudden you've got this car
traffic, to be
barreling
fair.
down double the speed limit for him. These are dangerous situations. They are
For
not
every
cool at
car
all.
chase
And of
like
course,
this,
LAPD,
we're
they're doing what they
watching
can.
it.
But
There
what
are
can
10
you do?
people
You
driving
can't
like
hit this
this
guy
right
because you
now
can't
in
get
LA
your
as we
vehicles
speak with
close
no
enough and
police
those
on
high
them.
speeds. You can't get in front of him because this person possibly armed and this erratic driving.
The
Who
pool
knows? Maybe he's going to
owners.
see that officer with the spike strips and then maybe target that person. So yeah, this is one of those ones where, you know, the policy basically is to back off. They have. The driving hasn't changed. The erraticness hasn't changed. The danger limit actually seemed to have gotten worse. So they are doing what they can right now. We're keeping an eye on it as well. If you know somebody that's in the Van Nuys area, I would at least try. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh my gosh. What is he doing? Why is he just going around the block over and over again?
You know, And there's
Because
some irony
he's
there, too,
acting
that,
so
the
urgent,
DMV
like
is,
he's
literally
driving in
right
the
there at
wrong
that
side
corner.
of the
But at
road,
any rate, this
as if
vehicle
he's got
continues on,
places
and
to be.
I don't want to take my eyes
But
off of the
like,
car, and we move by
he
so
can just
quickly.
kind of
Do
go
you
with the
see all
flow of
those people
traffic. It's
as
gonna
we
be
zip
fine.
by,
I guess he
standing on the
doesn't
sidewalks,
want to
and they
be
have their cell
stopped
phones out? So
because then he
it's
can get
almost like
closed in. But
maybe it's the attention, but I've yet to really actually see that. We've had these discussions with people in the past about why people run. And, you know, the 15 minutes of fame theory, really, I have yet to hear somebody say, that's the reason why I ran. There's a dead end, and this is where it's going to get a little
dead
spicy,
end.
because you got officers right there as well.
He's reversing.
Okay.
They could have gone behind him,
Right.
bro.
Because I just was afraid that he was going to ram a vehicle or put an officer in a spot. Okay, so, but...
Oh, they're hauling ass now.
Yep.
Are they blaring their sirens so that people know to pull over? So they can chase him? Is he just gonna turn left here again? Because he's obsessed with going in circles. He is, dude. What is his problem, bro? The four-corner bandit over here.
Idaho plates. Well, you know...
Right? Oh my gosh, he's actually on the right side of the road now. I feel like he's gotta run out of gas, bro. Cause he's been in like stop and go. And that takes your gas away.
Why is he slowing down?
Way faster.
He's slowing down,
Ooh.
He's slowing down. I have a feeling he's running out of gas.
Oh. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Who is that? Random NPC?
Yeah. And you know, the vehicle is it's a little Buick is what it is, and it also has plates. Now this is where my camera work is going to be I'm going to have to stay a little bit wider, be a little bit more trigger happy for the zoom. Okay, the doors are opening, and hands are out. Okay, so that's definitely a plus. And it seems like this driver complying, or actually kind of knows what the drill is. You know, wasn't even really waiting for the officers to make those calls. I'm venturing to say that car gave up before the driver did. Getting out.
Car ran out. What did he just do? He made like a call signal.
Getting a little closer there, you can see that person basically knows the drill.
His pants are sagging. Pull that shit down, bro. Let's see his ass. Let's see them cheeks.
But definitely making those moves right now.
Fight.
Seem to have anything on his person, but definitely now starting to follow those directions. You know, this is probably the best ending that we could have hoped for, is that vehicle just kind of ran out of gas right there. Of course, he doesn't have the cuffs on as of yet, but again, you've got a lot of people out here, like you mentioned. I'm going to take
everybody's watching now.
That's what you were talking
about. Are they recording?
Folks, they kind of knew this car was coming around the corner.
Everybody's just recording?
All morning. And so they were out here getting the video that they can.
Like, you'll never believe what happened. Dude, his cheeks are sweaty, dude. He was sweating in that car.
So far, it has been a calm ending to a very crazy pursuit. And you got to keep officers.
Is that him? No.
Copy also.
No, it can't be. Boo! Oh my god, the whole block. What should we do next? watch this one already? Police chase Skyfox. This one says high speed. Yeah, this one was 4 months ago.
Whoa. Oh, jeez. What is this cyclist doing? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean.
So zesty.
Yeah. Yeah, going against traffic right there. That cyclist seemed kind of confused in the middle of the road about what's like, is this guy going to stop for me or what? And nope, he was not going to stop. So
it's okay,
getting
me
out of the way
too.
there at the last second, but you can see now getting down to about 61st Street and making an eastbound turn. So we're going to have to try to go east over to the Alameda.
This feels like the same. I have like left turn PTSD after what that last guy did.
Looks like he's going to want to get on the southbound 110 right now. Yep, southbound.
Imagine living in LA, bro.
Rush hour here. It's probably going to be pretty
Scary
congested
stuff.
all the way down to the 105. We'll probably just stay. Well, let's see if they're going to stick with it here or get back off the freeway. And yeah, okay, and then right off at Florence. And yeah, I'm not sure if this is good or bad because the way the suspect's driving, they could have been, going along the right-hand shoulder really fast or something. Chris, if you could just stay right here for a second. Let's see what kind of squeezing his way through. You see how far away they're getting.
They're so far away from him.
71st Street. He's underneath the freeway. This is going to be really tough to see. Let's see if he comes out on this side, yeah, was that the? I think that was. Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, okay, that's a suspect. They're kind of picking up speed right now, but yeah, this is tough for us and going to be difficult for LAPD's helicopter here trying to deal with LAX. And I don't see any units directly behind the suspect.
Yeah,
right
they have to deal with LAX, so they can't get any closer because he's getting into LAX's airspace. Are they gonna lose him? Oh my gosh! He's so far away! Because they can't go over there. Ah, he's gone, bro. How did they ever find him again?
Yep. Oh. Yeah, hey there, Pat and Rutabaga. So we're just north of Imperial Highway. The suspect went into
I saw another person parked with the ass of their car hanging out in the road again.
Where we've seen a lot of pursuits but that was not the case. He kind of went through there, and now look at the speeds picking up here, 45 miles an hour on this tiny street. This is the alleged Grand Theft Auto suspect that looked like they were going to comply with LAPD right by USC and decided to take off instead. And so we've been kind of all around South LA now on the south end of LAX's airspace. We're just south of the 105 monitoring this as he's coming down to Wilmington Avenue. Really close call. The suspect has gone through
It's a close call. Dude, he hit that car.
Down to Wilmington Avenue.
He hit
really
them.
Close call. The suspect has gone through a lot of
that car got hit, bro.
This as he's coming down to Wilmington
it shook.
Avenue. Really close call. The suspect has gone through a lot of red lights, a ton of close calls, near T-bone collisions, a couple of close head-on collisions, almost ran over a bicyclist at one point.
Almost ran over a person.
Southbound on Wilmington Avenue. It should now be easier for LAPD's helicopter to engage with the suspect here. We'll take this chance to see if we can see if there's anyone else inside right now as they just come flying by us right now. As we get into rush hour traffic here on a Tuesday, very dangerous situation here in South LA. Really close call right there. And the danger just continues here, Pat Rutabaga, Mike. Whoa.
Yo. We're watching car chases.
We have not heard where
in
it occurred.
LA. Oh, hello?
All right, welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox.
Who is that?
Here on Live Now from Fox.
He got cut
police
off.
Pursuit is underway in Southern California. I'm Andy Mack now here on the anchor desk. If you're tuning in to this live, we saw one earlier on today, but this one unfolding in the southeast portion of Los Angeles in Compton. So this is a dangerous pursuit. We're going to hopefully have our Fox 11 team here in a matter of moments kind of join us to kind of give us a sense of what we're looking at. But there's a police pursuit underway in Southern California, in Los Angeles, the area, in the Compton area. So obviously a very dangerous one. They're moving through traffic some 60 miles an hour, not obeying by some of these rules, going through some red lights right now. Obviously, we are seeing this taking a right turn, so we lost it a little bit ago. in
Gangster.
this area. So obviously
Right? He's not in a gangster car though. That would make me sad if he was in a gangster car and it got totaled though.
In Los Angeles.
I don't think I've seen a gangster car in a car chase.
Dangerous. Compton now a speed bump. We did see several police
school
vehicles
zone.
in pursuit right behind them, now making its way through a left turn. Not sure if this individual is familiar, but this is kind of the gray vehicle, Ford door. We saw a BMW earlier, now clearing the way, passing a vehicle, now right on top of them in Rosecrans, Compton, 40 miles an hour, hitting the accelerator very, very quickly.
Do people still watch TV in the US? No. Nobody really, I mean, like, quote-unquote, like,
so
poor people have cable television, but now all of the, like, middle-class people, they just stream. They just have, like, Netflix and Hulu and, like, 10 different streaming platforms they pay for, which is funny because I remember when I was a kid, streaming was, like, what poor people did, like, I'd go visit my poor friend's house, I'd be like, oh, can we watch Cartoon Network? They'd be like, oh, no, we don't have that, but we have Netflix. And then it was just kind of like, oh, okay, I guess we can see what Netflix has. It was like that, but now it's like, there's still communist dictators in Asia? No, probably not. Maybe.
Or even out of the country. Yes, we have another pursuit, our second pursuit of the afternoon, evening hours here in Los Angeles. So to get a little perspective as to what we're looking at, what police are dealing with, we have our police specialist, Dennis Zine, joining us right now.
Yeah, I know. I just
Dennis,
prefer to pirate all my stuff like a normal person.
Well, obviously, lack of care for the motoring public, for
In
pedestrians,
the USA, I thought you said Asian dictators. Communist dictator. Which one? Which one? Cuba?
There goes a bicycle
Which country?
rider.
Wait, in the USA.
Trump?
Wait, Trump is a communist?
At this particular time, the area, as we see it this
Trump's
late
not a
hour of the
capitalist?
afternoon, we're going on 5 o'clock. Terrible time to be in a pursuit because you've got a lot of vehicles.
Is Trump not capitalist? He's like is he
not
not a billionaire? Actually, I don't know how much money he has. I'm sure he's a billionaire, right?
They will continue to monitor, and the
He's not a millionaire. He's like a rich guy.
Officers, if they're involved, will have to use extreme caution just because of the surrounding territory with all of the public who's in jeopardy by this driver who's now speeding in this heavily populated area with both vehicles and pedestrians.
Dennis, as we look at this here, we can see that portions of this pursuit here, you see the wide open streets there. This driver able to pick up really high speeds here. Look at this, over 100 miles per hour. We're talking, okay, all right, crash here. Let's see if that driver tries to take off.
Oh my gosh, his wheel cap popped off.
Okay, all right, speeds
what?
Here. Look at this, over 100 miles per hour. We're talking, oh wow, okay, all right, crash
Bro
here.
sucks at
Let's see if that driver
turning,
tries
bro.
to take off, exit the vehicle. There you go, door is open. Person
Run.
is...
Is it a woman? It's a woman!
A woman driver not able to get very far here, moving quite slowly here.
Is she trying to run away?
It appears to be one person in the car. I didn't see anybody else get out of the car. This pursuit is over here.
What a crackhead!
What is the nature of this pursuit and the driver, Dennis, as you look at this here?
Well, what we see is the panic movement by the operator of that vehicle for whatever crime they're fleeing from, with the air units overhead, the ground units. Obviously, we know the tactics that folks use. We know the tactics that police have to employ. This person should come to an ending rather quick. With the congestion and the traffic and the pedestrians and all the other factors, it's extremely hazardous. Not like on a freeway where you don't have all those hazards. In this area, you've got great hazards. There we go. The right turn into the tree. So... do they get out and flee?
Yeah, we should note there, Dennis, our video is ahead of yours. So, yes, we do have that vehicle that hit a tree. Driver got out of the vehicle, walked slowly away, obviously with police right there on the tail of that driver. There's no chance that driver was going to get away because that person was walking. It appears to be a woman from what it looks like from the picture I can see, but I could be wrong. You know, in this day and age, you just don't know. So we're watching here. LAPD has this person in custody.
There we go, what we call a code 4, suspect in custody, vehicle into a tree. So fortunately, you know,
I can't how she tried to walk away.
And
like, she put her hand up weakly.
Take this person into custody and booked.
Like,
and,
no, don't take me in, please.
I mean, the good news here, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hit. Nobody got killed. Police go home to their families as well. This ended in a way that at least you have this driver in custody there, and you have that vehicle obviously damaged. Again, this is a grand theft auto. That's the want on this pursuit.
She stole that car just to crash it and then weakly walk away.
At times, going in the wrong lanes. This could have ended very badly for
Crackhead.
everybody involved here. But again, this is the way it ended, right there into a tree. That driver unable to
And it's over.
navigate that turn there because
Let's
of
do
that
this
high rate of
one.
speed.
This looks fun. It's an hour
Zaytri
long.
Boulevard exit, as we all know, that's
Oh
often
my
the way
god.
to get into
Fucking
LAX. So,
Square of
dealing with
Doom.
some LAX restrictions, but they're staying on top of this pursuit. There he
This one's
is,
an
he's
hour and
leading
20
through
minutes, so
traffic.
we're in for a
Police are
treat.
still behind him, Chris,
But
I've seen that they've
can
given
speed
him
up.
a
I just
little
don't want the
space.
subtitles to
Yeah, I don't
break.
think it's intentional, but the traffic just is not allowing them to follow that with that full pursuit package. They're having a little bit of trouble navigating. A lot of last-minute weaving that we're seeing here. It almost looked for a second like he was going to get
Go
off the
away.
freeway, weaved all the way over to the express lanes, and now he's really
I can't get
jockeying
rid of it.
between this rush hour traffic here. So they are still within sight. They can barely keep a visual at this point, as far as I can tell, trying to figure out if there's an airship overhead. Is there a helicopter? Okay, I'm being told there's actually 2 helicopters right overhead here. So they're going to let those helicopters follow at a safe distance if they can't keep up with them. But as you can see, just in this shot here, getting past the 105 freeway, there's a lot more volume on the southbound side. That's why he's resorting to those express lanes. If he stays with the
Wait,
express lanes, you'll see
why
all
are
of
the
those black and white
captions
get
hanging
over with
off
him
the
and probably catch up with him
screen?
sooner rather than later. But that's going to allow him to speed up a little bit here. They are trying to keep up with them. They don't want to put anybody else's life in danger, and they have the luxury of
that
those
was weird.
helicopters now overhead, able to call out that location.
Chris, we're just getting word that the CHP is being notified. So this is LAPD on his tail at this point?
Is this a cool car? I can't
Right, so
tell.
what they'll likely do
Is it like
inform CHP what they're
a
dealing
fun
with
car?
on the 105 freeway. CHP will track this with them. They will be ready to participate, ready to engage if LAPD asks for that assistance. It appears at this juncture that LAPD is going to maintain control of this pursuit, but these things can change pretty quickly depending on the circumstances. So that is, it's almost like a courtesy at this point to let CHP know, listen, this is what's coming down the 110 freeway.
Yeah, most
If this
people
continues
here,
to
it's just
all the way
like
into another freeway, into another county,
all
they may
streaming.
at some point bring in the resources of California Highway Patrol. Right now,
I get like nostalgic for like, I don't even know what kind of commercials are being shown on cable now. I just have to experience the nightmare that are YouTube ads. Wait, the captions keep hanging off. Why do they keep doing that?
Right now, still an LAPD pursuit, 2 airships overhead, about 7
Subtitles,
units behind them, but they have fallen
options.
back about a couple hundred yards here. There's that primary unit, still with a clear visual of that
I
suspect.
can't.
Right
Why
there,
can't I
left-hand corner of your screen. The suspect
center
going about
them?
freeway speeds, maybe just over the speed limit right now. We'll go ahead and throw up our real-time speed tracker as we push back
The
in
hell?
on that driver, and you'll let that calibrate just a second here. It's going to line up, probably doing
What
just
on
under
earth?
100 miles per hour, maybe even closer to
It keeps
90.
like going back and
Not
forth.
quite doing 110, but he's actually speeding up, so maybe that is a little more accurate than I'm guessing. But right now, he does have that left lane to really push the pedal to the metal, and a little less volume.
Premium? No, no, no.
further
I'll never give YouTube my
he's
money.
A little compact Toyota, but it could really move, as you can see. And now the road is really opening up. But the police, LAPD, pretty close to him, right behind
Oh,
him. They
look,
have
cut
pretty
your
large
lawn.
engines. They should be able to get pretty close to him right now. And now it's just a matter of just seeing where he's going to go.
He's definitely flying past all the other cars on the freeway, which we believe are going 60, 65, maybe 70. He's blowing by them. So,
Your light on the
you're
chat
right
is
that he
pink
going,
today.
Close to 100 miles an hour.
That's pretty
Thankfully,
cool.
Traffic is not very congested in the direction that he's moving. Although maybe I spoke too soon. Here he is on the shoulder.
Uh-oh, congestion.
avoiding a slowdown there.
Congestion.
It's just so very dangerous.
Yeah, Joe, he's really speeding up now, using that left lane actually on the shoulder now
Ooh.
to really accelerate past all of this traffic. Really tenuous with all of these innocent motorists in play here. Really limits the
Alleged. Oh, he allegedly murdered someone.
Underneath the 405 freeway. He is committing to the southbound 110, but they are now asking for California Highway Patrol to prepare to take it over. California Highway Patrol isn't quite ready just yet, but they're going to get ready. LAPD is prepared to hand this off. They're going to keep following it. They're going to stay behind him as long as they can, and then once CHP can get their pursuit package together, a pursuit package being a primary unit and a secondary unit and a backup unit at the very least, to be able to execute that felony stop once this vehicle comes to a complete stop. And
Like
hopefully
OG.
come to a peaceful
OG
resolution.
Simpson. Oh, he's texting and driving.
In custody, but until they're ready to take it over,
I hate to see a
LAPD
black
stay
man
right
commit a
behind him. So they're in
crime.
the
I
middle of
really
that
do.
transition process of handing it off to the California Highway Patrol, especially as he remains committed to the 110 freeway. Now, if he gets off the freeway, that could invite other agencies to get involved, or if California Highway Patrol is ready, they will take it over. So it's really
One time in
handoff
Japan,
operation
I
that is now
made a
underway here, and it
post
complicates things.
in a
But we
black
see all
community
of this
forum
traffic, considering the
about how I was
time of day
upset
and all
because
the other
I
variables
hadn't
here,
seen
not to
another
mention
black
the intel that
person
we
in
may not be
Japan in
aware
like
of, but certainly it
months.
appears law enforcement
And I
will
finally
focus
saw
on
another black
of that
person
suspect behind the wheel.
and he smiled at me, and he had his wife with him, and she was like some Asian. I don't think she was Japanese. I think she was like Filipino, but some other Asian, and I think they were just visiting, and he was like getting mad at her and like getting mad on the phone and like being loud in the store. And I was just kind of disappointed. One is like another black person, and two, another American. I feel like people would just both assume we're both Americans, or that maybe we're there together. And so I made a post saying that I was disappointed, that I get disappointed when black men act like that. And this, like, for the most part, everybody was like, I get you, bro. And there was this one girl that was like the fucking woker, and she was like, why won't you allow black people to have flaws? Like the white man or something like that. And I was like, what? And she was like, why are white people allowed to abuse their wives, but black people aren't allowed to abuse their wives? You're not allowing him that humane human room of error to have flaws. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What? I don't know. Maybe I'm not woke enough. Scratch that. I am woke enough. That person was just dumb as fuck. I know, right? I was like, the fuck?
As you guys know, will come to an end here pretty shortly. He has opportunities to get off. In fact, I think he's only got a couple more exits. Eventually, he will either end up on surface streets or potentially over towards the Vincent Thomas Bridge.
They were like, because he's black, you're not allowing him the same wiggle room of mistakes and crimes or some shit to commit. I was like, what the fuck do you mean, dude? She literally said, why are black men not able to abuse their wives like white men can? Well, I don't know, probably because we shouldn't aspire to be like the white man in terms of spousal abuse. I didn't realize that these were things that had to be compared and regulated statistic-wise.
But if he does get off this freeway, then
mind you, I never brought up white people. I was just like, I hate seeing someone in my own community act a fool. Нормально, спасибо. Хорошо. I know, it's like maybe if I like drank a bit and took a couple shots, I might understand where she's coming from a little better, but I feel like what it's like, is that not the case in like tiny errors where it's like just general annoying traits and not actual fucking like human morale issues? Like it would be understandable if I was saying like, I hate when black people are loud and noisy. It's like nobody's really getting hurt by that. And if she was like, why are they not allowed to be noisy? Then it's like, okay. But not fucking like, you know, spousal abuse and not domestic abuse, but like verbal abuse in public or in private. As far as I know, there's a very large disconnect between urban and rural America. Actually, when I think of urban America, I think of like people that live in like ghettos. Because I feel like the people that are out of the ghettos but they go to the urban areas live in the suburbs. If that makes sense. Oh my god. His bumper's hanging off. City government. Yeah, I guess. There's like a disconnect just everywhere in America, like in every demographic. It's a big country. Ghettos in urban areas.
We have clear desperation. There's a guy directing traffic right here. He's like, what's going on with this guy? Well, he has no idea. This is a major pursuit coming right through the port here, and this suspect...
What is this ugly ass construction area we're in?
Much different behavior now behind the wheel than we've seen at any point during this pursuit as he tries to figure out his next move here. I hesitate to say where he's going to maybe end up next here, but it doesn't look good. If he continues this type of driving, somebody could get very hurt. Going the wrong way, head on with all those vehicles.
This guy's a bad driver.
Safety here. We're seeing clear violations.
I don't know if that was obvious.
Obviously, LAPD can't go the wrong way, the way he is willing to go. So now they have to reconfigure their strategy, figure out how to get units ahead of him. I don't far back. I doubt they were able to go the wrong way, the way he was, but it looks like there's a black and white near the bottom of the screen. So there is somebody prepared there. Look at him, he's going
black and white
traffic again, and now getting back on the 110. He went through that intersection, past cross traffic, almost got into another head-on collision, and is now going north.
My gosh, his bumper.
He's going to get back on the freeway.
Well, it's just another term people use to label people. I guess you're right. But if we're looking at literally, it means a weight.
And that may start to affect the vehicle. We'll see what he does here. But now he's northbound on the 110 freeway. Now going
it is, bro. A conservative would call you woke just for not being an American. At least an American conservative. A Republican, I guess I should say. They'd call you woke for being like, I want to afford to live. Or they'd call you woke for disagreeing with them too.
And when this does go, it creates a
Americans don't really understand how the political compass really works, or any sort of that stuff.
Into traffic lanes.
What is conservative and what isn't. What is liberal and what isn't. It just kind of, it's very close to what like the media says is Democratic and Republican.
So now we have a dangling bumper that is not a piece of rubber. That is
either party.
If that flies through somebody's windshield. So
are you saying each party has like a left and a right wing? For us, it's just well, I would say that they're all the same party.
Is the closest unit. So once again, it's falling on that helicopter to maintain a visual of this.
Democrats and Republicans.
Up the 110 freeway. Now you noticed, as we got past Sepulveda earlier, things really got lighter on the 110 freeway. Now that he's going the opposite direction, he doesn't have much traffic, I would say, for another quarter mile, maybe another half mile.
That bumper wants to go, bro.
More traffic coming up if he continues.
Howdy, hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you, Europe. How are you?
Comfortable on the freeway, though, in general, which is why he
conservative or liberal is used to describe Democrat or Republican. No duh. Wait, Flu, are you Russian? Can I say duh to you?
When he was going the wrong way, watch closely. We think somewhere around here. Yep,
oh, that was it.
It was a pickup.
I forgot. I don't recall.
Was a pickup truck, and
that's
what jarred that back bumper loose. But
sorry if this blurs for you guys.
Had some damage to it.
It blurs it when I click away. I'm American. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to call you Russian. I'm sorry. I don't know how you feel about that sort of stuff, Flu. Alright, we've got a good, hard-working, red-blooded American here. Midwest? Yo, where are you from? Wait, are you Arkansan?
Yeah, you know,
or Missourian?
We don't even know if this vehicle, who it belongs to.
Any good chases? Well, we watched a biker explode into the back of a vehicle and fly across the highway. And that's pretty cute, pretty cool. Are you Russian yet? I just get mistaken for it a lot. Conservative Democrat. Wait, where, who, what, when? For you? Or I forget. Oh, they spiked him? Did they? Cause he's still going, bro. He's driving too slowly. Obviously not a local. I know, bro. This isn't how Californians drive. He's gotta be faster. Fun and sad fact: domestic violence was decriminalized in Russia in 2017. Billy once. Was it like made illegal right after? Yeah, none yet. Yes, nay. Yes, nay. Yes, nay.
I don't think we've seen that before on the freeway.
Wait, Flu, do you identify as like a hick? Are you proud of your Midwestern roots? Middle of nowhere culture?
I think you're right. I have never quite seen one in the middle of rush hour traffic.
Bro's dragging that bumper, bro. That bumper wants to be gone. There was a car accident that happened once, and I pulled up to the aftermath of it, and there was just a bumper in the road. And cars and semis were swerving around it, so I just ran into the road and pulled it off. Oh, goodbye. And I was looking around for like some unhappy looking folks that it might belong to, and I came across them, and they were like arguing, and then I was like, is somebody missing a bumper? And they didn't like that joke, bro. My mom's house is 3 hours from Chicago. Well,
would like to see.
I don't know how far that is. What do you mean you chill? I'm a proud hick. Trying to get me shot? What? You can't say you're a hick in Chicago?
How much longer this holds up? But right
now, Illinois.
Slowing down dramatically. Also, the fender.
Alright, using the context clues, I'm gonna say that Flu is Illinoisian.
You know, it's a Toyota. It'll go the distance.
It's a Toyota, it'll go the distance.
And if you are just joining us, we have been on this pursuit. What's very important about this pursuit is we believe that this is
Flu, you don't seem like the type of guy to watch stinky, yucky VTubers.
And he jumps out of the vehicle. We need to be prepared for any possible.
The car's literally falling apart. I know, but he killed somebody.
Front right tire as well. The passenger side tire looks like they got that as well.
I'm not racist. What? Huh? Wait. Wait, is VTuber a race? Hold on, let me sit up and lock in for a second. Flu's entertaining me now. Wait, Flu, what race am I? To your Midwestern eye. Ew, cute anime girl online. No, I'm one of the yucky ones. I laughed and snot went in my nose. Now you called me a hick. What? I'm a hick, or a half hick. I was raised by hicks. I got pork rinds in my pantry right now, bruh.
Going as fast as he can, because I just don't think it's going to give him much more power with all of the damage here. But you never know. I mean, he's going to try and take this until the thing is completely dead. But
I think it's saying that being a hickey is associated with being racist. Well, yeah, hold on. Let's see the definition, alright? A derogatory term for a person from a rural or agricultural area who is perceived as uneducated, naive, or lacking cultural sophistication. I don't see anything about being racist here. Let's see. Both terms are sometimes used to refer to the rural Americans. Hick specifically focuses on perceived ignorance, naivety, and a lack of cultural refinement. Redneck, on the other hand, often carries more specific regional, usually the American South, or political overtones. And historically refers to outdoor manual laborers. Bumpkin, yokel hayseed. You an educated black girl. How do you know? How did he know? Wait, how do you know that?
Maybe even that right rear.
I'm a phenomenal black woman built from the best. Walk with grace, move with finesse. Bumpkin. Well, I'm all of the above, bruh, except my neck ain't red because I'm brown and I don't get sunburns. Oh, my bad. My hickly accent slipped out there. I will continue to say the entire word the correct way.
We know that he's wanted for murder. We don't know if he's armed.
Are we sure Flu isn't a dirty Missourian? We aren't sure, because Flu is getting a little bashful about sharing his exact location with the class. So that must mean he's a Missourian, and not someone who practices basic online internet safety. We don't get sunburned either. Well, that's great. We just a bunch of niggas then.
We're running the video of that spike strip to show how it worked, and we were watching him go down the shoulder of the road.
That spike strip ain't do nothing, bro. I'm a Hawkeye. I don't know what that means.
They threw that spike strip out there, and they got him, and the results were almost immediate. But
she said
the live picture. Is this a place where they would do the pit maneuver, or are they just going to wait this out?
I'm desert folk. Oh, you're desert folk? Are you like Nevada?
I mean, they have that median there. They may even have
Is it the word? Did you just say the N-word? I can't believe you'd say that. It's so scary when you're like this. Starts to cry. What is that cop doing, bro? Blow his ass up, dude. Even worse, Syrian. Syrian? Why didn't you tell me? Oh my god. But you speak so well. Is that what they say to Syrians? Arab. Peek back in the stream at a great time. Yes, you did, Lemonizer. We're having a multicultural collab here. And we're all holding hands and spinning in circles.
Well, he's driving slow enough that
do you have the do Syrians have like the kind of like What the fuck? Is your food like kind of similar to Lebanon's food? With like the olives and the pita bread and the hummus and stuff? A prejudiced white man. I thought you said you were a conservative Democrat. Well, actually, I guess that's the same thing. Uniting the world through YouTube chat. I'm a hick. I thought you just said you ain't a hick. You didn't make up your hick ass mind. It depends. Do you eat little the Vienna sausages in the cans? That makes some of the best damn hummus you'd ever have. Oh my goodness, I would love to try it. I'm such a whore for like Lebanese and Palestine food. I haven't had Syrian food though. Hell nah. Oh, you don't like Vienna sausages? Next you're gonna say you don't like canned minced meat and Spam. Canned corned beef? It's kind of scary. Canned fish?
Yeah, he's
canned herring?
A lot of folks right now that
canned meat and tuna and chicken is no. Some canned salmon, canned herring pretty good. The canned herring from Dollar Tree is pretty good. The best canned herring ever, actually. It's all the same Middle Eastern food, well, minus Israel. But yeah, Middle Eastern food is very peak. I just know there's different ways of making it. Dude, this is the 5th time someone in LA has just had their car hanging out in the road like that. Nothing, kufta, shawarmas, and all that jazz. I have a confession. I've never had Spam. Well, then I guess you ain't white then. I'm taking it away.
Willing to wait this out, let him get fatigued, and then give up.
Fatigued.
Yeah, and that really comes down to the agency, right? So you're right. In all likelihood, LAPD will not box him in, but it is one of the tactics.
You know what if I did a thing where I did like a little subathon, and then I put a little thing on the chat, and I'm like calling everyone who subs a real ass nigga, and then it's just back to back. It's like, you're to the dirt, you're to the dirt, you're to the skirt, you a real ass nigga. Flu 24, you a real ass nigga. Lemonizer, you a real ass nigga. Fresh produce is woke. Canned food is trashy. You're right, we all just need to become vegans and eat tofu blocks for perfect political censorship. Never seen Spam. Would you like to? I like Hawaiian Spam, and that's about it, bro.
Yeah. And the car catches on fire. We've seen it about 3 times this
week. Wait, the cookout confirmed? The Syrian cookout? Oh, I would love to, bro. Okay, I'm like racially ambiguous, and one time I had a keffiyeh on. It was my first time wearing a keffiyeh out, because I have one, but I never wore it out, so I had it on me, and I had my face covered, so you could only see my eyes. And immediately upon walking outside into the city, a big raised truck drove by and rolled down their window and said, "You fucking terrorist!" And then these 2 lesbians saw me and gasped, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? That was so scary. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that." And I mean, I know their heart was in the right place. It was just funny. It was just funny to experience. Cause I didn't really care. But they proceeded to walk me to my car after that happened. And it was funny because I'm not even Middle Eastern in any way, shape, or form.
This thing on metal rims on asphalt will be exceptionally difficult.
Fresh meat's the best. I like Wagyu beef. That's like my favorite kind of beef.
Depending on his state of mind, he may or may not realize that. If he tries to turn that wheel, it could absolutely play into the...
I think he ought to flip this shit, bro.
His best move, you're right, is to just keep going in a straight line. Going up Main Street all the way into South LA, he can get a little bit more distance, but if he tries to turn that wheel...
Anyone die yet? No.
The behavior of the vehicle dramatically. So if he's aware of that, we'll see. But right now, this is a desperate individual...
When 9/11 happened, my mom and dad sat me down and told me I can't tell people I'm Middle Eastern until I agree. Greek. Now tell them that you're Armenian. Nobody knows the difference. Armenian, Algerian, Albanian, it's all the same.
for this caravan of LAPD units to continue the slow speed chase northbound on
Yeah, when I was like younger, my mom would like microdose me with anti-Middle Eastern propaganda. She'd just tell me like Middle Easterners and Muslims, they just go around killing people nonstop for basically all of time. All they do is go around and kill people. And you know, let's throw Indians in there too. Anybody who wears any sort of head covering at all. The Sikh, Sheikhs aren't safe either. Throw them in there. Who else? You know, just throw Orthodox Christians in there as well, bro. Anybody who wear that carpet on the head, they're terrorists, and they are an enemy of America. That's how I was raised. Of course, like, reading any sort of piece of literature at all will quickly correct that mindset, but anyone who's not Christian or American is a gay liberal terrorist. Can we get a true? Flu knows the truth. Oh my gosh, he actually yielded to traffic. What is the state of this intersection? Why is there like just non-stop tires everywhere? What's going on? I think they are pronounced Sikh. I remember it being spelled like I remember being spelled like two different ways. Like, is this an oil turn in the middle of a parking lot? Just a single oil thing?
It'll go down in the LAPD highlight reel for sure, or I should say CHP. I believe it was CHP. We'll have to double check that. I believe that was CHP.
Yeah,
that set up for that spike strip. Either way.
And what else?
On the part of both LAPD and the CHP.
Do Buddhist monks have head coverings? Fake Christianity and fake Judaism. Yeah.
At this time of the day, I mean, kudos
what's fake Islam? Just Taliban?
He is not able to accelerate the way he was earlier on in this pursuit.
He's driving like 30 miles per hour. Get him! No, he's scary. The police can't do their jobs.
So LAPD again, with time on their side, they don't have to really stress.
Oh wait, you said when 9/11 happened, you were like alive when that happened. I remember coming to America and first learning about 9/11. Bro, I remember learning about 9/11 being pissed because I loved those towers, bro. Nobody ever told me they fell down.
Kind of, you know, push the pedal to the metal and not really get very far. LAPD in the same position now with a lot more opportunity to
It's just Israel flew. Yeah.
And even potentially at some point,
Aren't monks just bald? I thought Sikh monks, if that's a thing, I thought the people that like live at the temple have head coverings, but it could be. There's also the Krishna monks. Apparently Hare Krishna is a cult, but I don't think they practice like exclusionary tactics like other cults do. I could be wrong. I'm so sad. I'm trying to reverse engineer my age. I was born after 9/11 happened, so. But I only found out about what happened when, like, long after, like. Because being like so born after, like I was so young, or my generation was so young that like nobody told us, like I guess nobody, like the next 5 years you're like 5 years old, so it's like nobody's gonna tell a bunch of 5-year-olds about some towers that they didn't even ask about. And so not very much media existed of like without the towers. Like all of the movies, like Home Alone, it had the towers. All like most of the pictures still had the towers, so I thought the towers were still there. And I found out that they fell in like 2012, I think.
Law enforcement is not behind him, and Chris, you made a great point, which I didn't realize.
Don't like the violence that's happening. Love everyone.
Law enforcement will not follow.
Ain't it true? I want to be part of a cult. I wanted to start one when I was younger, just like for no reason at all. It just seemed cool. What is missed? Not much. He got spiked, and so now his tires are flat. I didn't learn about it till like 2019 because nobody really talked about it back in the Middle East. That makes sense. I saw a lot of people in the Middle East didn't even know. I mean, a lot of them have to know because that's like why America pushed the propaganda to invade the Middle East and destabilize it. But in some of the rural countries, they didn't even know what the towers were. Like finding out Darth Vader is Luke's father. What when? Colt? Chat is unhinged. My chat's a very cool place, Flu. I create nothing but the coolest individuals.
Whether he's familiar with the bridge or not, I cannot tell you how familiar he is with this part of town, but he did make a very last minute, almost random decision.
Oh my god, California is so gray. It's just all gray road.
He went right through
Let's go back to American history. Which part? I genuinely thought only the Twin Towers, the only Twin Towers that existed were the ones in Malaysia. I thought you were gonna talk about, like, Tower 7. Y'all talking to the 9/11 specialist, by the way. I've written countless papers on 9/11.
Several signs that his car was falling
You can
apart.
dig it
We saw
here.
the bumper there for quite some
Chat
time.
just
After
cultured,
he hit
yeah.
that truck as he was coming off that on-ramp. So the bumper, he's been holding onto that dangly bumper for a while.
Dangly bumper. Hang on to that dangly bumper, bruh. Why does the captions keep, like, going over here? The hell? So weird. Colonization and industrialization. Which parts? Hawaii or the Native Americans? And the Industrial Revolution. Remember when, like, hundreds and thousands of men died building the railroad system, and then they just fucking destroyed it and made it harder for all of America in general to get around? So all those deaths were just kind of meaningless. Wasn't that cool? I bet they won't do anything stupid like that ever again. What is friend.com? Friend.com? Where are we? Oh, I guess it says where we are at the top. Industrial society and its consequences. Good night. Thank you, Europe. Have a good day. Or a good night, I guess. Sleep well. Thank you for coming. What consequences? You're right. We live in such a great and amazing country. We shan't complain.
Yeah, and let's be clear, we still don't know if for sure
Ocean and poverty.
we have to handle this very carefully.
Hand in hand. You know, some rich people would argue that poor people are the pollution.
They send out, there's a spike strip. He hits it perfectly. He was flying down the shoulder, Chris. They had
dude, that bumper, how is that bumper still on, dude? That bumper is hanging on by fucking dreams and thoughts.
And they gauged it perfectly. One more time.
It's hauling ass, dude. Or I guess that's in the past, bro. What's actually happening is on the left, right?
And to his demise,
not entirely untrue, yeah, bro. Do you know how much time for you right now is?
That really took a lot of planning.
Один, два,
traffic on the freeway, and that means that CHP officers or LAPD had to get ahead of the traffic and slow down the traffic speed to stop.
I almost ripped my
my
microphone away.
To see the background on that, I don't know if it exists, but
it's the solution that is controversial. What, getting rid of billionaires?
Are you dealing with
or putting more power into the workers' hands?
We are. I was just going to tell you.
Just slime the homeless. That's what they do every time there's a fucking big event in America. All of a sudden, the city gets cleaned up real fast.
We may decide to just kind of come around LAX's airspace and meet up with him further north, closer to downtown. We may have to lose sight of him.
One time I kidnapped a homeless guy for a second because I was driving around back when I worked with them a lot, and I pulled up on a curb because I thought I recognized him, and it turned out to be one that I was friends with, and it was cold as fuck. It was like 9 p.m. cold as fuck. So I asked him if he wanted to sit in my car for a second because I always have little bags in my car that are full of like toiletries and snacks and hand warmers. And so I was like, how about instead of me getting out and handing this to you, you just like go through it and pick and you can sit in here and warm up for a second. So we talked for like 30 minutes, but I parked on the side of the road and there was like a little parking meter here, and so I was like, I mean, it's nighttime. Do the police even care? And we were sitting in my car, and then on the other side of the road, there was like another person parked at the meter, and then the police came up and turned on their lights and pulled up. And I was looking at them, and I started going, no, oh my god. I started like actually crashing out next to this homeless guy, and he was like, no, they're not pulling us over, right? They can't. And I was like, no, oh my god, it's over. And I was just actually freaking out, and then they pulled up behind the car that was in front of us who was parked. And we had been there forever. I'll be real, guys. I've parked in front of parking meters like over 10 times, and I've never paid shit, bro. I just drive away. That shit is confusing as fuck to use. And I don't know what the fuck they expect from the general society. So I was like, oh shit, they're pulling that other person over. So I started my car, and I just drove away. I was like, I'm gonna take you for a little drive for a second, alright? And he was like, okay. So then I just drove him to the homeless shelter. Cause I was like, you wanna just get a ride to the shelter? He was like, sure. So I just drove him there. Yeah. He was a new lure. I collect it, bro. I'm a poor homeless bastard. Can you kidnap me? Maybe. I mean, I told you guys about me handing out weed nuggets to the homeless in my politician outfit. I don't think it was around Christmas time. It was like leading up to Christmas. What? Did I not share that? I handed it out to cause I was at the homeless shelter and I saw one of them getting really excited and he was like, oh my gosh guys, I got some weed for a really good price. And it was like the tiniest little micro nugget of weed. And he was like, this was such a good price. And someone was like, how much was that? And he said $20. And they were all like, oh my gosh, that's such a good deal. I was like, what on earth? And I wasn't even involved with weed then. I just knew based on what my grandpa smoked that was not a good price. But I realized because I live in such a middle of nowhere area, it probably is $20 because it's like, nobody here's driving all the way to fucking Missouri or Colorado or Oklahoma to get weed, especially if you're homeless. It's like that's like a fucking $300 Uber just to get there. Like that's not happening. So I guess $20 is a good deal for a tiny ass fart nugget of weed. So I was like, okay, since I have to drive to KC, I'll just get some. I bought weed for the homeless before I ever bought weed for myself to try. And you know how I bought it? I used my tithing money because I was a Christian, and I was like, okay, I've talked to these people. I know who's a fucking drug addict and who's not. I'm gonna put together little teeny tiny nugget baggies. And so I that day I was in my state capitol uniform, and I didn't have to go into work that day, so I was just walking around in a suit like a fucking fed with my little badge on my shirt and my representative I worked for. Just being like, hey, here's a weed nugget. I didn't say it out loud, I just kind of slid it to them. And the first guy I handed it to, he just said, are you an angel? And I was like, no. I think he thought he was tweaking, and then he was like, oh, let me go get some rolling paper. So I just walked with him and talked with him. And when he got the rolling paper, I think it was only like $1, but his card declined. I think it might have even been like 20 cents, and his card declined. So I just like slid my phone up and Apple Paid it really quickly for him. And he smoked it, and then he was like, can I buy you a Guinness? And I was like, oh, it's really okay. But he did sit with me while I drank a Guinness. He walked around with me. Oh my god, you guys just fell on my thighs. Because I'm fucking tangled in wires. It's getting toasty in here, actually. I'm gonna take my pants off. Hold on. Charity work. I don't get scammed. I got 1,000 milligrams of weed for $60. 67 actually. Because I have military discount. Yes, I do. And they go, sorry for all that trauma the government gave you. Here's some weed. Go get high. Ooh, I took off my pants and I can smell the lotion on my legs from 3 hours ago, and I smell like cake and vanilla and frosting. There's a whole 5 lines in 9/11 and about 9/11 in Russian history book. A whole 5 lines? I saw a rock cone and white tea today. I can hold half an ounce. Rock cone? Rock cone? You for the Capitol? I did. I used to. And I got to see John Brown's sword with my own eyeballs. And I pogged at it. It was so cool. I took a picture with it. I soy jacked with it. Really cleaning up the streets there, Rockefeller. I know, right? I have a crack at a Rouge. What? You just handed it to him? What? Was he happy? Was he happy to have it?
Come around LAX's airspace and meet up with him further north, closer to downtown. We may have to lose sight of him momentarily. We'll see how far he takes it. We're going to try and keep the camera.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I've been holding in my pee for like 3 hours. Alright, I'll be back. so hot in my room. I didn't realize I had the vent closed. I had Aki in here and then he like sprinted away as I was sitting down. But yeah, I have water. It's lukewarm. Personally, oh wait, let me catch up. Oh, I see. Personally, I think they should have listed unionize the homeless? The homeless union? I mean, I guess. How would that work? Roach would be happy to be handed a gross ass bug, bro. You'd be surprised, bro. I've been trying so hard. I've been trying so hard to not get high tonight. I really have. Cause I feel like a druggie if I do it more than 3 days in a row. I'm trying to lock it. I'm trying to lock it.
We see a lot more people trying to catch a glimpse of the slow speed pursuit. It's slow enough that they can kind of come outside.
He smoked and, that he was a doll. He smoked and thought without drafting everybody. I'm from Iowa, but I'm in Florida right now. Florida's humid as fuck. And don't they just be hanging black people down there? Oh my god, I was talking to my childhood friend, or not childhood friend, teenage friend, I guess. And we hadn't talked in years and years and years because I lost contact with him. And we finally got in contact again. So we were on the phone a couple weeks ago, and he was like, "Yo, you should visit me in Florida," because he lives in Florida. And I was like, "Wait, I don't want to visit Florida because they kind of hang on black people down there." And I said, "Wait, oh my gosh, you live in Florida. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be found hanging in the trees." And he was like, "Why would you say that?" And I was like, "Oh, my bad." Because he lived in Missouri with me when I was there. We were like not the only two black people, but we got along very well. It's worse down here. Iowa is like kind of nice, ain't it? They got those plates and that little jingle on the Iowa tourist commercial. I forgot how it goes, but they've got like that little heart, like red font and heart for Iowa on the plates, right? I'm looking in rehab right now, but it's miserable. I'm trying to go back to school. Rehab for meth? Heroin? Gotta stay out of trouble. Yes, you just invite them to the union. Oh, invite them to the union. I thought you meant we need to make a homeless union. I've been sober for 5 weeks. Oh, you got this, bro. Tell, I think it's getting better. So you were... Wait, oh, weed. Not alcohol. Alcohol? Don't they do that more in Texas? Oh, I went to Missouri. You went to Missouri? What was that like? They do it in Texas as well. Disgusting Missourians. You're from DC? Me or someone else? I am from Kansas. Our car got broken into. Oh, dude, my tires got slashed in Missouri, bro. I got my shit slashed. I almost died like 3 times. The South is woke. What? They are? I don't think so. Cause they just be hanging black people down there. Weed. I don't think I would ever have to go off of weed. I just try not to take it often because I don't want to develop a tolerance to it that affects how much money I have to spend on it. Recently, yeah. There was that one guy that went to the island on the boat with his friends and just like died.
Chase here on Main Street on a Thursday afternoon. It is the excitement of the day in this part of town, and some folks obviously trying to catch a glimpse. But in any event, you can see that original pursuit package still in tow here. They are now right on his tail.
Can't stop weed.
Of his predicament. And
recently hanging them, yeah, bro. They be stringing them up. There was one in Missouri too.
Have a little bit of heat in the way here. You'll see the picture start to get a little blurrier, and in a couple minutes here we'll probably come around, try and meet up with him. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now while we have the chance, especially at these speeds. We might even be able to position
for real.
On the opposite
Gotta look it up.
Now getting an oncoming lane.
They be popping up all over the country.
Red lights. He goes over the double yellow lines, gets right back onto the correct side, but he still is going north.
The feds? What do you mean? Like hung by the feds?
Most likely.
Smoke shop.
And most likely right back to the original neighborhood where this pursuit started.
No, like there was like a mixed girl that got hung in Missouri, or at least killed. But they get hung a lot too. There was that kid whose friends magically came back without him alive.
Main Street, he just passed Manchester. That was that last.
Who did it? Oh, we'll never know, because it's always ruled as a suicide, because they're always hung in a tree. Because it always works out that way.
And we're staying on top of this because if you're just joining us, this is a murder suspect. This is something that police and law enforcement are taking very seriously. They're not going to let
Can
this
they
guy
pull
go.
this dude
Now that
over
they
if
have
he's
that
a
quick
murder
fight script,
suspect?
They don't have to let him go because he cannot maneuver or move
If
fast enough
he's
to be that much of a
suspected
danger
to be
society. But
killing
the big
people,
question is this guy armed? And
why
what's
are
going
we
to happen?
following
Well,
him
we
as
can't
if
go any
he
further.
stole a
What is the reaction
lollipop?
going to be? Is he going to give up?
LARP,
Or is he going
LARP
to run?
police
Or is he
officer?
going to fight? And we have to
LARP
be
PD?
aware that these possibilities exist in a big way, especially if this is a murder suspect, Giovanna.
Why is this guy
He
waving?
is on his last breath
What?
as a
What's that
free
about?
man, and
Is he
could
just
be
saying hi?
As you were talking,
Or
David,
tweaking?
the man on the right of your screen was waving his hands and sort of shaking his arms, apparently egging him on or celebrating him. I mean, we don't know. We can only guess, but we can only hope that.
Would that not
law
get you
enforcement is in touch
immediately,
with him,
like,
in his car.
questioned
We
by
don't
the
know if it's a cell phone,
police
or maybe he's talking to family,
for
hopefully
possibly
they're
being
trying
an
to talk him
assailant
down,
or whatever? Is that the
convince
word?
him, persuade him to
Collabing?
turn himself in and end this peacefully.
Yeah, to tread on both front tires.
Why are all the cars fucking black, bro? They're all black, white, gray, maybe red, maybe blue. It's psychological warfare from the government on our minds, man. That's my impression of an old stoner guy, but it's psychological warfare from the government on our minds, dude. They're trying to deprive us of color and dopamine.
Look at that, right towards you, Chris.
Let me schizopill you guys. They're trying to deprive us of color and happiness and joy that occurs in the natural world. They remove all the green from the scene, replace it with gray roads, and God forbid we have some color on our vehicles on those gray roads. No, no, no. No, no, no. We gotta have gray, white, and black vehicles everywhere. And brown, white, beige houses. If I were president, bro, let me tell you what I'd do, bro. Well, first of all, I would paint the streets white, or make the streets out of some sort of white material. Because I've seen this sort of like, in certain videos in other countries, they have this kind of like rubber material that the streets are made of. Almost like a track material. So that's what I wrote I would do when I was 15. When I was 15, I made a list of things I would do if I was the president, and the first thing was paint the streets white. But I think that it'd be different now, and I would just use a white material. They would be visible at night, but they wouldn't absorb heat as bad as the black does. And additionally, I would do some sort of like payment, little initiative to the general public to paint their houses fun colors or change their cars to a fun color. That's what I would do. Or I would lobby the companies to do that. Reverse lobbying. Politician pays companies to do discounted fun color paintings. Is that profitable? No. And dude, if I was president, I would fucking tank the economy in that 4 years, bro. They'd be like, she said she was gonna fix the immigrant crisis, and instead we've got all these white roads and more sidewalks. There are sidewalks everywhere. You're from DC? I'm 22. Wait, what? DC? Wait, is this Flu trying to get with me? I'm not from DC. I'm a born and raised Midwesterner.
Now we are westbound on Manchester Avenue, and we will see if he comes up through this intersection.
Green?
Decides to maybe either make a U-turn.
Green.
Use westbound. I do not see.
What about green?
He's going to be behind the tree right there, and it looks like he is making a turn, making a now eastbound turn. Eastbound turn.
So you're from the capital? No, no, no. I worked in the capital of my state.
Right behind him here. Now going underneath the freeway once again.
State capital.
And if the game of cat and mouse continues, he may very well get back on the freeway where he's been most
My hand smells so good. It smells so good. It's so great being a girl who smells good all the time.
almost looks, if you
Are we
notice
in
that guy, it
LAX
almost looks like
airspace? I think we are. That's why that's so far away.
the way he went through that intersection.
I thought I would offer personal information as a formally. Personal information exchange. I see, I see.
From this view now, but,
So we
you know, hear from
microdose
law
each other
enforcement
personal
officers that,
information. Well,
pursuit suspects will often return
I
to
am
the neighborhoods
born
that
and
they're most
raised in
comfortable with, that they're most,
Kansas.
familiar with, so maybe that is what
Well,
we're
this
seeing
ugly
here.
ass road, dude. Fix your
I
roads.
think I said 84th. It actually
Attack me? Attack you? You may beat the shit out of you?
Manchester.
Are we doxing ourselves? I'm 16. I guess. I guess we are group doxing?
What the relationship is here, but there's another vehicle that is attempting to follow. We have multiple reports of that now as he makes a northbound turn.
Dude, that CBD oil has me feeling silly, bro.
You notice, guys, he's now
I should probably take more of it, actually, if I'm trying not to take THC today.
making it up as he goes along, maybe providing an
I've always wanted to run over those little strips, bro. Those little cones. Not cones, those like red things on the road.
I think they've had several
My god, the great semi-turning. Wait, we saw that shit already. They're satisfying us with higher quality graphics. Oh my gosh, this is so far away.
Squeeze between and boom.
I was being friendly. Excuse me. Wait, where? What? When?
Now I was in my office getting ready for the show, watching the coverage that's
Moving around some LAX restrictions.
What is this? They're just zigzagging across the traffic.
This pursuit has two very different personalities. Very
different personalities.
Because of the slow speed. Yeah, especially that left rear.
Is he stopping? Dude, he's been driving without a tire this whole time, dude.
to slow down significantly.
What non-traditional smell would you want to be made into a candle?
Not doing a lot of the dangerous maneuvers, moving around traffic as much, high speeding that he was doing for the first half of this pursuit. So that is.
I was thinking of like nostalgic smells, but that wouldn't really be good.
This vehicle, I'm just shocked that the rear bumper is still hanging on there.
Dick, poop. What does dick smell like? I would say I like a cinnamon candle. There's like brown sugar cinnamon and like apple cinnamon candles and pumpkin cinnamon. But I would just want like cinnamon. Like raw cinnamon. Cinnamon candle. Actually, no, tires. Fuck that. Tire candle. That's what I want. Tire candle. I want tire candle. I want fucking expo marker candle, Sharpie candle, fucking gasoline candle, bro. I want my shit to smell like fucking chemicals, dude. Chemicals and plastic. Smells so good. Makes me bust. Fucking acetone. I was taking off my nail polish the other day and I realized I had the free will to huff that shit, and I did, bro. I smelt that nail polish remover so deep in my brain. You okay? I'm okay. Isn't that like very traditional? Oh, it is. Wait, what? Oh, cinnamon? Yeah, but if it's like combined in another flavor. You're probably 12. I'm not interested. I'm not 12.
After doing several
I haven't been 12 in a while.
I'm staying in the middle of these lanes allows him to see what is on the side. If he were tucked up against the right-hand side, perhaps opposite.
I smell the dry erase markers all the time. Oh, I love them, bro.
Towards the middle, he can see who's on the right and who's on the left and react to it.
Cinnamon, super unk. I'm older than you.
Watch closely here, and he is coming up.
Excuse me, third date. Third date.
Really hard turn. He almost got him. Almost. But he reacted
so many times I'll be arguing with some like 21-year-old with a septum piercing and they'll be like, you're probably a minor. I'm done talking to you. I still have my friend not in high school, in college, who's 20 and he's always like, oh, I'm taller than you. I'm older than you. You're a baby. And he recently saw my ID and was like, wait, what the fuck? You're older than me? I thought you were 19 or 18. I was like, no.
For the folks in this neighborhood to come outside and, like I said, try and get a shot, try and post it online. But the joyride is continuing. Unfortunately, just slow enough for him to evade these spike strips. It's a tough thing. You know, you would like to see him going maybe a little bit faster, so he's got less time to maneuver. But the way he's been able to maneuver the vehicle without those front tires is really.
I was gonna say, I was like, why would I be 12 with jiggly boobies on my model? But there are a lot of minors who become VTubers and they give themselves fucking jiggly ass tits. I'm like, what the fuck? There was one I unfollowed because I unfollow when a minor does that shit. If I'm following a creator who's younger than 18 and then they become 18, they immediately do just like full fucking like OnlyFans and like
that it's gone on this long. You know, just
lewd shit, lewd baiting, or if they're doing that before they turn 18, I'm like, alright, bro.
Well into our 11 o'clock show, and then,
You're so very rude. I'm unsubscribing. No, Blue, you scare me when you get like this. So I've always been on the opposite end of the stick. I look older than I am. Oh, I did too, bro. I looked older. I looked like a grown woman for like most of my youth. Most of my teen years at least. What is he throwing out, bro? Did his bumper fall off already, or is it still there?
Get around that, they didn't even lay it down, but now he's trying to go through this red light, weaving all over the road. This is going to start to do damage, I think. I think part of the reason those ships are attacked is because he's been going
sarcasm.
but that vehicle, just remarkable, like I said, that it's still going on.
Why is nobody in LA drive properly?
But a good thing. I mean, thankfully that he's going as slow as he is, because we know that the person
I thought there was a spider on me.
So much more dangerous had they not executed that first spike strip so well, so perfectly, really changing the dynamic of this entire pursuit, despite the fact that it's gone on.
I want to take a bath. I don't want to get high until after my bath. I'm trying really hard to push through, bro. I do have a second stream today. I'm gonna stream Gartic Phone later. So I'm really excited.
Something to do with the information that they have on the suspect.
Yeah, we don't know if this suspect
See, I
is
look like I'm
armed
35.
or not.
35?
We don't know if they.
I got told by a fucking 1998 that I look 25. And that was like a while ago. I was like, what? No, I don't.
And anything could happen after
Officers are very autistic and unable to infer. Unable to infer.
Don't try to just get in front of him and stop him that way.
Yeah, and all of those
Never words of Russian. Which ones? Что? Блядь, сука. Сука, vodka. About to make chicken nuggets. I've never heard someone making chicken nuggets. But good luck.
And they are ready for any and all scenarios. We've just seen this so many times. We have multiple pursuits a day here in Los Angeles, and so this is something that they are used to. It's just a little bit unusual that we see it go on this long, and that's because of the crime.
Нет,
That's
сука, блядь.
a murder suspect who
Ну
they
да.
are treating with kid glove care.
Блядь, нахуй, пиздец, иди нахуй.
Despite the fact that he has shown so much desperation just during the course of this pursuit today. We don't know when that homicide took place, but just
everything in LA is starting to look the same.
They are treating him again with kid glove care to kind of makes up these maneuvers.
Can you get out of LAX airspace?
Be able to just continue to go.
One of them, I think, got caught under.
Can we wrap this up?
That, police officer to toss that spike strip towards him.
Oh, did he get spiked?
Maneuver away from them, and if he was successful, then maybe
Dick's Market.
Driver's side back tire might be deflating. Hopefully it is, and it does seem to be a little bit more difficult for him to maneuver the vehicle. Maybe it's just me, you know, making that up, but it does seem
How
to
is
be
this shit not ran out of gas
to
yet?
make these turns now.
He did, bro. They've just been fucking chasing him. Ayo. See it stopped here.
Going as fast as it'll let him go, but it just does not seem to be here. He's a truck backing up here as he navigates a narrow residential street, but the mobility of that car does not appear to be
slowing down.
For the first time, it almost
darn. He just had to stop in the most hardest to see area.
To how they apprehend him.
The suspect now
boo. Boring waste of an hour, 20 minutes. I'm sorry guys, I really was hoping shit would start exploding, but unfortunately this guy's just so selfish. Yeah, we do. We watch whatever's got fire and flames. Can I filter out the shorts? Short slop videos. Worst car accidents, explosions. Can watch police body cam footage. Police dash cam, maybe? That's not as cool though. I want to find. I'll probably never find it because this guy does. Stu does a lot of coverage, but I wish I could find the first ever thing of him I watched because it's funny. Watch this one.
Jesus. Those poor there's somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody else.
Getting right into it.
I mean, I've seen at least four vehicles that have been hit so far.
Well, at least four. At least four.
Yeah, very rarely do we see this many vehicles hit. And this many vehicles hit, and the thing keeps going. Usually, there's number 5 at least.
Why are they always driving a fucking giant-ass vehicle? You're like, oh, a fucking giant 8-row minivan is loose on the highway. Another semi-truck, another tanker, oil tanker is driving crazy.
Businesses, lock your doors. Lock your doors, businesses.
Lock your doors.
Oh, this guy walks out. He's
They
fine.
always just like get out and walk away like a GTA NPC.
Thinking that nobody sees him. I mean, what a joke.
Wait, is this the one that we watched? It is. Did we get a different angle?
And it has now ruined the day and the vehicle and everything else.
Oh, he's not running away, he's walking away.
Selfish, callous decision to
selfish,
run
callous
like this.
decision.
And you hope that those other people that were hit are okay. But some of those
that last
they always try to act so chill.
And at a minimum, their vehicle is totaled. And you wonder, you hope that they're okay because sometimes the injuries. And where's law enforcement?
Yeah,
everybody.
Does this show how many people are watching right now?
Or just got backed up in the mess of the accidents, or are keeping a really good
Hello.
eye on him and know exactly what they're doing and when they're going to swoop in.
What should we watch? What should we watch? What is happening here, bro? Quick piss, have fun. Another stolen truck. Oh. Suspect accused of violating a restraining order. I don't know, which one should we choose? This looks fun. Thieve that type of cars? It feels like it'd be harder. Fail compilation. It'll be like epic fails and it'll just be someone getting like skinned alive on their bike.
Oh, that's a good plan.
We do gotta scroll Instagram Reels, bro. That'd be fun. Instagram Reels will just kind of have like dick and ass on it though. You never know. You really never know what's gonna be on Instagram Reels.
No, let's not play. Let's be serious. This is happening on in the Granada Hills area.
Did you say let's not play, let's be serious? He's kind of quiet.
Somewhere in the Simi Valley area. And we understand Simi Valley deputies were actually the ones that initiated the pursuit. And then the California Highway
Chat was going.
Look at those numbers. This vehicle, little tiny car.
What do I watch on Insta? Dick and ass? No. I just like a bunch of bullshit. I watch Instagram Reels when I'm high. It's fantastic. When I first started using Instagram Reels, it was all just like the N-word, but I created it to be funny. I did.
They do have their own helicopter, as I understand it, over this. Let's see what happens at that intersection. He has got that ability.
I was really expecting him to just crash there.
Just before we went live, he did really kind of squeak between a couple of vehicles on that 118. I was wondering, has he got soap on the bumpers or what? Making that turn, coming around, is he doing a U-turn?
Reels are either the most cinematic trailers of all time, Beauty or Freaky. Is Beauty not Freaky? Mine are like quite the variety. Pretty good. I want to take a bath. I wanted to take a bath yesterday, but I started to clean the tub, and so I just ended up sitting in the shower for like a while. And I sat in the shower for like 30 minutes with no water, but I was sitting in the bath, so I was like, okay, it's kind of like a bath. But I think I might take a bath today. I took like a weird half bath, where I sat on the ground with the water flowing, and I started to feel it, and I changed my mind. Goodbye, Flu. Have a good day or night. I've wanted a bath for so long though. I really need to start doing it weekly. Hello? The fucking blue screen of death? Ah!
117 miles an hour. Now, a lot of these vehicles, especially these newer ones like that, they have limiters set up, the computer.
Shower weekly? No. I take a bath weekly, or I want to. Why are you blue? I don't know what happened.
could be very tragic for that driver and anybody else that may be in the vehicle.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to listen to what California Highway Patrol is talking about. Haven't heard about anything but the driver. But again, California Highway Patrol in active pursuit this morning, still on the 118. We're going to start running out of 118. We'll have a choice out here, the 210 and or the 5. I also know that TOC, if we were going to stay on the 210, TOC is our technical people. We might have to start switching up some mountaintops. But right now, still
That
continuing
biker, bro.
in the emergency lane.
I'm surprised the biker didn't go to race him immediately.
California Highway Patrol doing what they can to keep the public safe. Anything but the driver, but again,
link my
California
music
Highway Patrol
playlist, which is like in the chat.
Still on the 118. We're going to start running out of 118.
It's just like a link. I don't know if it'll. I don't think YouTube will even allow that.
I also know that TOC.
But in the Discord server it might.
TOC is our technical people. We might have to start switching up some mountaintops.
On
But right now,
YT.
still continuing.
I don't even
Now
think
in the
YouTube allows
emergency
YouTube
lane,
links
speeds
on
in the
YouTube.
triple
I think it
digits.
gets like
This car
weird
really
about it.
moving out. California Highway Patrol doing what they can to keep the public safe.
Well, you know, it is kind of like a Friday light situation, you could say, on the freeway, which is giving this
Nightmare
person the
freeway
ability
hell.
to drive erratically, maneuver in and out of those lanes, and go at a high rate of speed, which obviously is very dangerous. But because there's lack of traffic, that individual is able to drive this way.
Well, you know, lack of
They
traffic,
do,
that's
bro.
always-
They're
that's
keeping the
one of those
public
plus and
safe.
minuses,
Can't you
like
see?
said. It's
Oh,
giving
there's
this
too
person
many
that ability
Teslas
to
on
go a
here,
lot
bro.
faster.
Tesla
Also, the
after
people that are
Tesla,
driving,
bro.
they're not expecting somebody to come up on them that quickly.
Guess
and or
not. Did it
change
not
lanes
send?
in front of them that quickly. So this is makes it a little bit more dangerous for the public. California Highway Patrol, they are still, I believe, they are still in the background there, at least trying to warn the public. But
In
that
the
vehicle is
background,
moving
warn
along
the
at a
public.
very,
They're
very
not
quick
warning
clip. I know the
anybody, bro.
helicopter is still here following it, and of course Skyfox is going to keep an eye on it as well. But you know what? When I did that wide shot, I did not see any of those California Highway Patrol vehicles. So maybe they have backed off, giving this. Now I'm getting confirmation. I'm being corrected. They are still in pursuit, and that's really a big positive. Is that, at least again, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I'm just a guy in a helicopter. That, you know,
Just a guy in a
eases warning
helicopter?
the public that something is going on. Running through that gore point right there.
He's going
this,
so fast. Do we
this
not have
guy's
a
still
measurement?
moving at a very fast clip.
Yeah, if you could put up the speed, I know
Good
on
night.
your fancy graphics that you
Sleep
have
well,
there with the
Blue.
streets that could identify what we're looking at
Okay,
right
he's
here.
going-
It helps a lot in
I
terms
thought
of
you had it.
following
How much?
where this
80,
vehicle
90,
is going. We should
100,
say that it
100
started
miles per
as
hour,
a
90?
pursuit of this SUV
95 to
from the
100?
Ventura County Sheriff's Office, and officers there starting all of this, and then this vehicle making its way eastbound on the 118 now.
Is he
over
on? No,
the
he's not on clean
405, now
traffic.
going towards the 210, as you see. So clearly eastbound, and yeah, look at the speed there, Stu.
Definitely, and I'm sorry about that. I thought you guys were seeing the same thing I was. My bad, my bad. But yeah, you can see it, and this is not the carpool
it
lane.
is
Now
Stu.
we're
She
getting
said
back over
Stu.
into the actual traffic lanes. That was the emergency lane for the most of it. And these triple digits, at one point, I looked up, and it could be a little bit of an error. Don't get me wrong, we're not perfect, but it was coming up to 118 miles an hour. Now, I would venture to say that 115, 120, probably the limiter on a car like that. And again,
It
that's just a
is
factory
Stu.
thing. So right
He's
now, still moving
Stu.
along. California Highway Patrol behind it.
Stu
the best
does
they can.
LA.
They are
Sky
being
Fox.
safe. That's one of the reasons why they're a little bit farther behind. Again, though, the biggest fear for us watching right now, somebody getting
Stu
hurt, be it that
Mandela.
driver and or an innocent person. Look how fast he's passing these other vehicles. And then when he does those little maneuvers where he cuts somebody off, you know, one tiny mistake, and that could be devastating. Right now, back in that emergency lane, I always say it, and I really mean it. You know, anytime I even go through a gore point, I wind up with nails in my tire. I'm always amazed at how these guys can drive for miles and never have any problems with their tires. But continuing on right now through that on
Yeah.
the emergency lane, we're picking up.
Those
we are on
shoulders
the
have so
210. We're
much
gonna start
shit
getting into
on
La
them.
Cañada area.
So
I'm
fried
hopeful
to
that,
fried. Are
we'll be
you
able to keep the
zooted?
signal up because it's gonna be one of
Toaster's
those
hitting
spots
the
where,
blunt right now.
Our microwave signal might be having a problem. But right now, though, we're keeping an eye on
I
this
want to play
pursuit. California
Fortnite. I
Highway
miss
Patrol
playing
chasing them.
Fortnite.
Originally
I
started
don't remember if I
in Simi
installed
Valley.
it
I
or
do know
not.
Simi Valley deputies originally were in pursuit, and then they handed off to California Highway Patrol. Again, the original one, unknown to me at this time.
Well, actually, we're finding out some information according to the CHP West Valley scanner that the original want may have been theft.
It's
At
still
this point,
continuing.
yeah, but we're not sure. Obviously, unconfirmed, and information changes moment
Or
to moment as
Bakugo
we
and
watch and
Deku, bro.
follow something
Bro,
like this
Bakugo's just been
occurring, but
sitting
it's really the
alone on
speeds that are
Fortnite for
dangerous
years,
at
bro.
this
He's like,
point.
where
Rocky
did that
pointed out
friend
Friday
group
light,
go that played
but
with me a
soon,
couple of
you're gonna be,
times?
dealing with more
They
Friday
just disappeared.
traffic as
Viewer
conditions change
Zone
out there
Wars,
on the
perchance?
roads.
What is Zone Wars? Or Viewer Zone Wars?
Well, you know, the 210 is traditionally kind of one of those freeways. It's like, if you live in the valley, it's kind of that secret way around things. Yeah, you're going to put a little more miles on your car, but you're not going to sit in traffic for the most part. So this is going to be pretty much wide open. Now, it depends upon where he winds up, or she. If we take the two...
Oh, wait. That's in Fortnite?
Uh-oh. All right, it looks like We lost signal there with Stu for a moment.
Game mode.
We'll try to work
I
on
see
that
it.
as we watch this. There you see indicating where we are exactly, the 210 East and exit 11 there at Sunland Boulevard, Tahunga.
Tajunga?
There you are, Stu. Okay, so we're seeing this vehicle just continue to drive erratically, pick up speeds, going very, very fast, weaving in and out of traffic. Obviously, the people who are on the road have no idea what's going on, and that's always very nerve-wracking and
Finished
dangerous to
backing my
see.
chicken and potatoes, did you?
Definitely, and again, this is continuous.
Or
We've been climbing
baking
uphill right
or
now,
packing?
making our way. We're
Baking?
behind Mount Lee, and you can see that
I've got
vehicle
some
still
potatoes in
continuing on.
my
I wonder if that was
fridge
a
right now.
California Highway Patrol that he passed right there.
He's hauling ass.
It's just one of those ones where you just kind of wonder, what is the point? I always kind of think to myself, why is this person running? You know, they're
He's
not
going fast.
going to get away. If it's an emotional thing, maybe this is getting something out of their system. But you're putting so many people at risk.
Emotional
Anybody
thing
you're
is
passing
getting it
at
out
those
of
high
his
speeds,
system.
and then of course, you know, yourself behind the wheel. I understand that there's a little bit of a helicopter swap right now. We actually have a sheriff ship over it. We are in La Cañada. Maybe they made their way over here knowing this was coming their direction. But those speeds and how this person passing everybody out here in the La Cañada Tahunga area, it's a little nerve-wracking. And then those lane changes, they've been kind of sweeping right now, like you said, a little bit Friday night. He's got those opportunities to make those kind of wide turns. But sometimes he gets into those traffic situations, and even at those high speeds,
pizza,
makes
even though I
those
just
abrupt
finished my
turns.
pizza, and I
I'm
really need
worried
to
about
cut out
this
the
vehicle
gluten
colliding
now.
with somebody else on
Because
the
I've had
roadway.
gluten 3 days in a
Everybody else doing
row.
the speed limit. This person doing almost double the speed limit.
Yeah, anytime you see a car,
It's because I got the pizza. I was like, I'm gonna have
what the
pizza
situation is. I
today.
know I take pause
And treat
wonder if it's a
myself.
pursuit going by, but clearly that's the situation
Since it was
here.
so
If you're driving
cheap.
along this
And
freeway
then the
and you're
next
seeing
day,
this car
they had
going by at triple
sandwiches from
digits in terms
Subway
of how
at
fast
the
it's
party.
speeding by, really
And I didn't want to
dangerous.
be that
And
person that
obviously,
like
we're having
turns
trouble with the
down
signal right there, but
food
we are
for
staying on top of this
dietary
pursuit
reasons.
of this dark SUV that started in the
And
Simi
so I was
Valley
just like,
area.
okay, whatever. How can I turn
And with
down
that,
some
we're at the 11
nostalgic
o'clock
sandwiches
mark.
after a pool
Good
day?
Day LA Plus,
Might
Good
never.
Day LA Plus, and we welcome
You
all
never
of
know
We
when
are
you're gonna have a
watching this
pool day
pursuit.
with
We
your
began watching
family
this,
again, especially at
towards
this
the end of the 10 o'clock
age.
hour. Stu up in Skyfox over the scene right
With
now.
the
There you see it on
sandwiches, so I was like,
210
sure.
East, passing
But it's like when I
exit 17, La
eat
Crescenta,
gluten, it's
there.
like
Obviously, this
it
vehicle
clogs my
we
digestive
hear
system.
is
Like,
a
so I
theft
didn't even have an
suspect wanted for some
appetite
kind
for
of
the
a theft
sandwiches.
issue. You see how
Even though it had been like a whole day
dangerous
since I
this individual
ate
is
the
as,
pizza.
he or she makes his or her way down the
I
freeway
just have to
there.
wait till my tummy growls again, and then that's when I eat again after eating gluten.
Just complete
But my
disregard
tummy
for
hasn't
any rules and
growled in
laws
3
and other
days.
people's safety at this point. So Stu, pick it up from there and tell us what else you see happening down below. We don't see the black and white vehicles or any CHP from this vantage point, but obviously they're giving this person some space because this is where it gets very dangerous when they feel as though they have nothing to lose.
You know, I'm trying to. Show that on television.
Violence?
Yes. Oh no.
Oh wow.
No. This is good. This is one of those ones where I don't even want to push in on that. I think the driver was ejected on that collision.
Ejected? Did we just see a gory, scary pile of body parts?
That pickup truck, and this is what I was talking about the whole time. That type of collision, you know, that if what I saw is what I saw, which I hope it's not. This has come to a very tragic ending. You can see the California Highway Patrol. I want to push in, but I don't want to put anything on air.
Should I rewind?
Offensive or, you know, that we don't want to see. But you can see California.
I think he got fucking like ejected and then fucking launched behind the car. Because he hit the driver's side into the back corner.
It definitely hit on the driver's side. There is no doubt about that. And of course, it ripped open the side of that car. California Highway Patrol making their way over there right now. I'm looking for some kind of acknowledgement. If I can push in a little closer, if I should stay wide.
Are they dragging him out? Is he being handcuffed? Are they handcuffing the corpse again? Handcuff the body. I guess if they're handcuffing him, that means he's okay, right?
But these are the ones that it saddens me to see that type of incident happen out there. And of course, this person probably very injured, and this pursuit coming to an end out here with a
truck driver's like, what the hell just happened, bro?
That was a violent end to that pursuit, and you can see all the black and white, you know, patrol cars. They have the freeway pretty much blocked.
I wonder why they like to call them black and whites.
The driver. The impact seemed to be only on the driver's side of the vehicle, right? And you can see that it just ripped an entire hole through the driver's side of the vehicle and dragging some of the parts of the car along with it. And we don't know what the status of the driver is, but certainly it had to be very, very injured at that point.
Definitely, and this is one of the ones where I'm trying to find out more by kind of pushing in to see what happens. But yeah,
dragging him away. Is he alive?
That driver definitely bleeding, and in the CHP, one of them, you saw him run over here to the back of that car. He actually got. They all have paramedic kits in there.
The debris everywhere.
They do know basic and first aid, but that collision with the side of this truck right here, this dump truck, that is solid steel, and and connected.
Poor driver, bro.
Right there, that, so that's even angled.
He's just minding his business.
And hopefully.
Wait, is that just fucking blood all over the ground?
Like a can opener. And
oh my god, he's just dying.
Hopefully, it is. That driver will be okay, but right now, I would venture to say.
Is he okay?
We
Are we sure?
Too tightly on that car right now because it is. You can see it is quite the bloody scene.
The bloody scene. Oh, we're gonna get a replay? Was he just fucking like got impaled and then flung out of the car?
Exactly happened.
This is a replay of the
accident
right now.
Are they gonna blur it? Oh my god! What was that?
Yes.
Was that not just part of the car?
Speeding so fast, it went out of control as it was trying to veer around that orange truck, and that's how the collision happened. So
can we go back? Slow it down. Perhaps.
This is a replay of the accident right now.
Right there.
Because I think they thought that was like the person, but that was just like part of the car.
Yes.
You could see the vehicle was speeding so fast.
He just got hit really bad, but that was like the fabric of the car, I think. It just looked very fleshy.
And so quickly because of the speed, and that's why you said it pried it open like a can opener. That edge of the orange truck
taking place, but that individual driving just was not able to in time veer away, and there you saw.
Now he's clogging up the traffic. Oh.
That ending is just one of those ones. It's tragic, and
tragic.
Really, I mean, the word hate is what it is, but it's one of those things you just never want to see with anybody. That person possibly losing their life.
Was another suspected
and for
thief?
Whatever the problem was, they probably could have worked it out. May take some time, but tragic ending out here on the 210 freeway.
Certainly, and so you're going to keep an eye on that. We will return to this coverage after we take a short break.
Wait, was that? I didn't see any blood and gore. Why were they like apologizing for who saw it? It wasn't like the person flung out. I don't even think they left the vehicle. Or got ejected. I think they just hit the back of the truck and got smushed inside. Alas, I will make that my ending point today, and then in like 1 or 2 hours, I'll do my Gartic phone stream. I'm pretty sure my sleep schedule is in the way where I'm waking up at 4 to 5 p.m. and then going to sleep at like maybe like 4 or 5 a.m. So I think I have time. But did you see penis on Gartic? I don't know how the shitty penis drawings on YouTube guidelines are. I don't know yet. Let me switch back to chatting. There we go. I don't know how YouTube feels about like shitty penis drawings and their varying quality. I don't know like how bad it has to be before it's just like a genuine cock and balls and they treat it as such. You know? But yeah, I'm doing Gartic. I think I will do the invite on the server so that no like trolls can join or bots or whatever. But yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in like 2 to 3 hours, and if I move it to tomorrow, if I get too tired, I will come back. I mean, I will make an announcement. I'll come back and make an announcement. That's what I meant to say. Hello Flu, good morning. But yeah, for now I'm gonna take a bath again. Not a half bath this time. And yeah, if this is the last stream for you guys, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And thank you mods for making sure everything goes smoothly. Thank you. And I will see you guys either in a couple hours or tomorrow when I wake up. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me again. I hope you guys have a great rest of your days and nights in 24 hours. And じゃあまたね. Bye bye. Paka paka.